I need to be careful because I think with Atlas with this game, if I show like certain things, like some of the later areas on YouTube will get fucked over.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna go to the first area even though I'm like way over leveled. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm waiting for Sam now. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat. There's no one here yet, obviously.
I can't lie, I'm kind of terrified playing this game with a fucking, having to actually talk about things, because this game is spazzy as shit when I'm not talking about things. So...
Alright.
Did you already finish your homework?
I guess we'll give it like 10 minutes, right?
For Sam.
Yeah, then I put up my story like, oh yeah, my story, come check this out.
Yeah, Sam is coming. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait,
Show me your true self.
The worst top 2 generation.
Top 2.
It's over. What's that?
that was over before it started.
I don't know, is Kid stronger than Law or is Law stronger than Kid?
I would think Law is stronger than Kid because Kid just kind of takes L's, to be honest.
Yeah,
Like-
he did big.
What's that? Okay.
Whereas Law is the complete opposite. He's just like, from the moment you meet him, he's like, yeah, I need to go to a better area. All that, and you hear her dying in one hit.
It's because Kid is a bit like Luffy, but a bit harder. Like he likes to fight people too much. You know, he tried to fight Shanks and he got fucked. He tried to fight Kaido. I mean, that was not voluntary because Kaido just showed up and then he got fucked again.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, because he got betrayed by the rest of the people. They all joined Kaido.
As well, I mean, like Law's ability is kind of like
OT,
cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas I'll just go to the final area. I don't care.
Alright, time to go.
Whereas Kids is like kind of mid. It's just like
Let's go.
like from what I remember, it's just like
Electromagnetism.
magnetism, isn't it?
Yeah. Electromagnetism, yeah. He's basically an electromagnet.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get started.
Locked on target.
Should I get Millard on the chat?
Your true form.
Finish them off in one blow.
Oh, one supporter, Millard, loyal to the
Alright. Took out most of her. Don't let up, guys. What's that? Show me your true self. Is that all you got?
Oh yeah, so I think you know I said about Persona 4 run, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's two things we can do. So we can either just play it like as if it's our first time playing, or we can do a new game plus run, which just means like we can focus on story and decisions because we're broken.
Alright.
So yeah,
I'm
I
not
guess
gonna
we
lie,
can.
this game looks
They had their
clean.
heads up their asses.
I mean,
What else
this
can I
isn't
say?
like a normal a normal Persona game's usually just like, you know, turn-based JRPG. It's more like this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Persona 4 does not look like this.
There's a powerful enemy
but-
nearby. Sense it.
Is this Persona 5?
Here we go.
This is Persona 5 Strikers, so it's even later. I did not mean to swap to fucking. So yeah, this isn't even a mainline game. This is literally a spin-off.
Is it with the same main character?
Of Persona 5, yeah, but each of the Persona games have like different characters and shit.
Oh, it's basically JoJo.
It's very, it's like really similar to JoJo's, but also like different. It is. You'll see when we do like the Persona 4 playthrough. It's I would like to say it's a lot more normal than JoJo's, but at the same time, there's like personas that are just giant dicks, like literally just giant penises in chariots. So yeah.
I sent the thing. I sent the. What are you streaming? Anime stuff.
Weeb shit. When we get to it eventually.
When we get to it.
Because Sam hasn't turned up.
Okay, you know that knife crime thing you did in school? Yeah, I don't know, that video is just stuck in my head. It's like, you know that video where the like cool black guy asks the kid in the mask, you know, what do you do if there's beef? And you know what the kid said?
What?
I dip it in it. I dip it in his chest.
Oh yeah. It was funny because the kid was like 2 foot.
Yeah, the kid was like 12 years old and he was like, yeah, I dip it in his chest.
It's like this motherfucker's still watching Ben 10. What's he on about?
Go back to sleep, man. It's past your bedtime.
For real, it's like 6 o'clock. It's past your bedtime. Yeah, school videos not the best thing in the world in quality.
Have you heard that? Have you heard the news about that kid who got like killed from like a katana?
No, this topic's we're getting to dark topics for weeb talk.
I mean, no, we're still like I'm just very upfront.
Nah, it's fine. It's chill, man.
Yeah, isn't it? Because I checked Sam's story, and apparently there's one kid, he died protecting his friend from a thug wielding the samurai blade. That's what it said in the title.
Wait, you're telling me some 12-year-old busted out a katana?
Well, in the description it says a thug stole the guy's motorbike, busted out a fucking katana, yeah.
My guy really said he's got the power of God and anime on his side and
my
stole
guy,
the bike.
The title's Boy 14 sold me a samurai sword for his electric scooter. Fuck you. What the hell?
Fucking hell.
My guy said samurai sword. Samurai sword, really?
Are they sure it's not just like, you know when kids pick up like when you're a kid and you pick up a stick and then you start acting like you're Zorro or something?
Like an actual guy died. I'm pretty sure he was
Sad.
according to the media. I don't even know if the media is accurate, but the kid did die. So,
Fucking hell.
well, how did you find the PS8 movie?
I mean, I
wait.
didn't have to do anything, so it was alright.
Oh wait, 3 people are watching.
Chill.
I didn't realize.
Getting mad viewers, you know.
Because no one's talking on the chat. Yeah, we're kind of waiting for Sam. Probably not gonna come.
Kind of waiting for Sam.
Probably not gonna come.
I mean, it's.
You wanna like discuss top 10 anime in like different sites, you know, because I'm on like CDR, and you know how to do anime stuff.
I mean, okay.
They picked out a top 10.
Yeah, we can just look at some of their top 10s first, and then like do our own, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Do that. Yeah, I'm gonna post it on my story now. Yeah, we're live now.
We're live. Come, that definitely doesn't make us sound like lonely and desperate, but I mean we kind of are. I can't really like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I can't really mask the scent, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a tree. And I just add a picture of like Yuki or something.
That's it, Joker! Let's go! You're mine! Persona! Domain 4! Kahula! Bighorn! Holly!
Yeah, I'm not gonna tag Sam because he's not it.
Because he didn't turn up.
A new skill?
I'll tag you. Because it's kind of weird, like we tag you one people
Only all battles
according
for
to.
this.
I should write something.
Great job, everyone.
Oh, it's gonna be so cringy. I'm gonna say we are live.
Hi guys, we are live. Come watch two Shadows talk about anime on
Yes, let's go.
Saturday night.
We're live on Twitch, link in bio.
We're all here? So what next?
Wait, what the fuck? I'm already hit. Wait. Oh no. I forgot how this works. New Game Plus in this is weird.
Oh yeah, and you obviously have to add in the music.
Let's keep moving
Oh, it's
ahead.
fine. The music
Where do we
from
go
the
from here?
game should be in.
No, as in on my Insta story.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. Persona tunes do be hitting different as well.
As long as you don't blow my
There's a thing called the something bungee jump.
So bungee gum.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that's sexy, man.
Did
I
that
love
anime
it when
sound effect?
you know when I did that poll and it was like Meruem or Hisoka, right?
Wait, it's
Yeah.
over?
And like basically everyone picked Hisoka, and I was like, you guys like these people didn't realize they voted for a literal pedophile over like some dude who's just trying to be nice to a blind girl. Like, fuck. Okay.
Someone looks happy. Was that not a challenge? Let's move on.
That romance was questionable. I can't lie, though.
Okay, it was questionable, but also it's like one of the saddest scenes I've ever seen in anything.
Yeah, it was. How long are we gonna stream for? That's what that was awesome.
Until we're done with our top 10, I guess.
Alright.
That could take, I don't know, it depends. We'll see. We're just fucking around to testing shit out, I guess. We're not gonna be here at like 5 in the morning, I'm guessing. I've literally got work tomorrow.
Alright, cool. So shall we go through the CBR?
Okay.
Alright, man.
I'll be counting on you.
Alright, so CBR, you know how they do anime
Alright.
videos on like on YouTube and have their own website and stuff and comment for anime?
Yeah.
So okay, so they did 12, like 1 to 12 years. And
1 to 12? That's fucking weird. Okay.
yeah, I don't know, it's random numbers.
Will the real chads be using 1 to 10?
What the real Chaz do?
Just a little more.
Right, Mob Psycho 100 at 12.
At
What do you-
12? Really?
Yeah, at 12. That's
I
quite
think
low.
it would be higher.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't say it would be at like top 3, but I definitely think it's higher than 12.
Hey Jack, you're gonna get pissed off, and I you're gonna get so pissed off, and I know why, but I'm not gonna.
Wait, what is it?
I'm not gonna tell you yet. We're just gonna go. Right, Mob
Okay,
Psycho 100. Thoughts on Mob Psycho 100? What do you think of Mob Psycho?
Mob Psycho's on my list. I'm pretty sure it's much higher than 12.
Taking a nap.
What do you think of the second season?
Keep it up.
Second season's the better season in my opinion.
Yeah.
Chance.
No, it is. It's right. You're right. It is the better.
This is our chance.
And like, and that's not discrediting season 1 either. Season 1 is fucking great,
Yeah.
but like season 2 just like hit different.
Because I think season 2 has like a solid villain. At the
I'm
end
not
of the
sure.
fight scene. fight scene was amazing. Like the
That's true.
animation.
Like the animation for season 1 was very good, but like you got season 2 and it was like top tier fights for like every week when it was airing, and it was just fucking great.
Was it like it made your week?
Oh, for real, it was one of those like seasonal animes, you know, that it was just like, that's the one anime that you wait for at the end of the week, you know. It's your JoJo Fridays, it's your Attack on Titan Sundays.
I'll reveal your true
It's a Jujutsu Kaisen. Wait, what is it?
Jujutsu Kaisen Fridays.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. And then they put Demon Slayer 11.
Sorry, they put Demon Slayer higher than Mob Psycho? Fuck
You already
off.
did. No, fully. No, I'll take Mob Psycho.
Oh, the only thing, right, about Demon Slayer that's exceptional, like, Demon Slayer's good, Demon Slayer's alright, but the only thing that's exceptional is the animation, and I wouldn't say the animation is better than Mob Psycho, personally.
I agree with you. Yeah, I think I do, because like the only thing about the animation I liked was like the sword, you know, like the effects on the swords and stuff, like the elemental effects. I really like how they use the CG in
Not seeing any
Demon
shadows.
Slayer, and that's why I watched Demon Slayer, mainly because of the animation. The story was decent, but
Like, it's, yeah, like, I would take Demon Slayer and story over, like, My Hero Academia, which is probably slightly biased of me, and I'm guessing that's higher on the list from what you said earlier. But,
is it? Oh,
okay,
alright,
man.
so they put Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters 10.
They put OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Above Mob Psycho.
Yes.
Okay, this is funny.
What do you think about that?
Okay, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! is cool. Hood classic, you know, childhood kind of thing, right? But Mob Psycho is, on all accounts, like a different level than Yu-Gi-Oh! Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously Yu-Gi-Oh! Came out. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! is one of those animes you watch when you don't know it's an anime. You know, like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! is like one of those really early animes that you watch.
It's like a gateway anime before the gateway anime. If you get what I'm saying, like it's like what you'd watch before watching Dragon Ball and Naruto.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. It's one of those animes that you watch when you don't know it's an anime.
Yeah, exactly. So
all my CITV kids, where you at?
See,
I feel like
respect to the CITV kids, you're the real homies.
oh wait, no. There's a chat from Catfish something. Me too.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and someone said, "What do you think of Ruby?"
Ruby. Okay. So Ruby was a show that I really liked a couple of years ago, back in the day when it was like starting. It was great. It was cool. It was different. But then I felt, for me personally, it kind of lost its touch over the like seasons. I think it might have been like volume 4 or 5. I don't remember which one was the last one I watched. I wasn't really feeling it, man. And that's me personally. You haven't watched Ruby, have you, ever?
No, I haven't. No. Should I watch it?
I mean,
I can get that one.
it depends. Like Ruby's. I can see you liking Ruby. Like, it's very inspired by like Soul Eater and things like that. But yeah, you have to see.
Alright, yeah, I remember Mark used to like Ruby a lot.
Mark did love Ruby, and I loved Ruby with him. But yeah, it kind of lost it for me personally. But yeah.
Alright, cool. Continuing from Yu-Gi-Oh! One Punch Man 9.
One Punch Man. What?
They
Just
put
One Punch Man. 9.
Yeah. Ninth place, yeah.
That's fair. Like although I personally prefer
Mob Psycho, yeah,
Mob
me
Psycho,
too. Me too,
I can understand that. I wouldn't necessarily say that Mob Psycho, although I don't know, that's a difficult one. For me personally, I feel Mob Psycho is maybe better than One Punch Man, but I can understand why other people would like One Punch Man more.
It's because with Mob Psycho, you have a lot of character development. With One Punch Man, it's just, you know, One Punch Man's more gag, isn't it? It's more of a gag character.
That's true, but at the same time, Saitama definitely has this really great side to him that he's depressed because he's too strong and all this, and everything means nothing to him. And although I will always, I prefer Mob and I prefer Mob Psycho, I do love One Punch Man. It's great. And again, honestly, for a show that isn't necessarily trying to be a top tier shonen, it has some fucking fire fights.
Yeah, the animation first season was amazing.
Yeah.
It wasn't amazing, but it was good.
And it wasn't great in season 2, obviously, but I still thought season 2's fights were pretty alright.
Yeah, no, I really liked what was the guy that came in season 2? Was his name Gaara?
Gaara's a great character.
Yeah. I read a bit more of the manga for One Punch Man. Yeah, it was pretty good. Should I give out spoilers or mid?
I wouldn't, because One Punch Man's pretty big. I don't want to piss off anyone.
Piss off that one person that I don't know who's in the
Position.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked his progression. I think it was quite interesting. Yeah, it took me by surprise. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's true. But yeah, I mean, at least apart from Mob Psycho, I would say yes, One Punch Man's definitely above the other anime they put on here. But yeah, I wouldn't personally put it in my top 10. But I do really like it.
I would say if Demon Slayer didn't have the animation that it did, I wouldn't be as compelled to watch it.
No, I would.
My take, even though it had a good.
I agree. I would have still watched it and enjoyed it, but I definitely think it would not be what it is without the animation. And I definitely wouldn't consider it close to top 10 even with the animation.
Fair. That is a fair statement. do you know what's A?
What's A?
My Hero Academia.
Cool. Okay. I don't want to go on a rant because I don't want to absolutely chat shit about someone's favorite show or anything that I don't know, unless we're talking arrows. But with I definitely don't. I think out of all of the shows they've said so far, I personally might even rate My Hero lower than Yu-Gi-Oh! So I definitely wouldn't consider it top 10 material. It's okay. Me talking seriously here and not just shitting on it because it's fun. My Hero's it's like a solid show then. Okay, it's like an okay show, but it's definitely not. It's not even in my top 10 Shonen Jump series, I'd say. Never mind top 10 of all anime, right?
Yeah. My Hero Academia, for some reason I did like the tournament art. I think it had the right animation.
I mean the fights were alright in the tournament art, but...
Yeah. I think the later arcs with Gentle Criminal, even though he was a good character, I don't think they made that arc enjoyable to watch. I don't think it was a good arc.
I mean,
especially weekly.
We are talking from an anime only in terms of My Hero approach it, but and it does seem like My Hero's getting a bit hyped for the manga. But for me, the first season of My Hero, I did quite like it, I'll admit. But then after that, I felt all of the fights and all of it just kind of got quite samey with flashbacks and then a punch with a multiplication in front of it. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't put it on my top 10. in either whether we're talking like in terms of how good I actually think it is, or whether it or how much I like it. But yeah, you know.
Fair. That is pretty fair. I don't think it deserves the 8th place in CDR's list.
Definitely
And
not
guys,
higher than Mob Psycho and One Punch Man.
Definitely not higher than Mob Psycho. Hey, we got 9 viewers.
Jeez.
Yeah, so if you guys want to follow along, go to CDR's best anime list. It was updated on the 31st of March, 2021. So it's quite a recent, not recent, it's like last month.
Let me guess, both Jujutsu Kaisen and Attack on Titan are on it.
Jujutsu's not.
Jujutsu's not, okay, alright.
Attack on Titan is, obviously.
Well, yeah. I mean, Attack on Titan's more like, okay, I mean, Attack on Titan has been good for a while now. It's just not been this fucking amazing.
What should we do?
But yeah,
I think
do you want
Attack
to
on
move on?
Titan. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop at number 7. Have you
Okay,
watched
so
Cowboy Bebop?
I unfortunately haven't watched Cowboy Bebop yet, which is a fucking tragedy, because I definitely should have.
I watched Cowboy Bebop mainly for the opening because I love the tank opening that they showed.
Yeah, the
right?
opening's fire, man.
The opening is fire, right? So Cowboy Bebop, definitely a recommendation. It's like one of those 90s shows, if I'm right.
Yeah, it's like one of the 90s classic anime. It's not even like just a 90s anime. It's fucking, it is literally a certified hit classic.
I had stuff that I didn't expect that it would. It's kind of a slice of life. It can be because it just shows what's going on in his life. You know, how he's hunting people for money. Why is he doing it? It's just his life, his past. It's kind of just there's a lot of character. Characters are pretty good as well.
I mean, yeah. Although I can't talk about this one, from what I've heard from everyone, I'm assuming that's like fairly acceptable compared to everything else.
Yeah. Fair enough. 7. I mean, yeah. That's a bold statement putting it at 7, but
I mean, yeah, it's probably a bold statement, but I'd compared to the rest of the stuff they've said,
yeah, nah, I agree. They put My Hero Academia in front of Bold.
yeah.
Anyway, let's continue. They put Bleach at number 6.
Bleach at number 6, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I love Bleach because of the Soul Society arc, and just go to shit from there. But yeah.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, Bleach had, like, Soul Society arc actually fucking bad. So, like, I criticize Bleach a lot, but the Soul Society arc's pretty fucking solid.
I'll just add this.
But again, it's like soaring this high and above like Mob Psycho and One Punch Man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, because I mean, Bleach is considered the big 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big 3. Well, the thing with Bleach was Soul Society was great. Soul Society was one of the best arcs in anime for me personally. I really liked the arc, the hype moments, the character progression. In the way Ichigo got like
Let's do this.
progressively OP against like Byakuya and stuff. Really liked that. But then you got the Bound arc right after it, which was the shittest filler.
Oh, dude, I wish I'd skipped that arc. That arc is definitely what stopped me, like what killed Bleach for me.
I watched 2 episodes of that. I'm like, no, this has to be filler. I do not see this going anywhere. I do not see this going anywhere. I checked the filler list. I'm like, yes, and I have to watch this shitty arc.
Oh, honestly, I wish I'd done that, because it was literally, I was like, oh, vampires with stands? This is fucking cool. And then it was the shittest thing I've ever seen. No offense to any fans of the Bound arc, if they exist.
No, there is not. If there's any fans of the Bound arc, yeah.
I would be surprised.
I would be very surprised.
Let's take him.
like you can have bad taste in anime, but how bad do you have to be to like the bout arc? What the hell? Imagine.
My favorite arc in anime is the bout arc. Let's go.
Big up that milk from the bout arc.
Big up the main vampire guy whose name I don't remember and who literally kills himself. Like Ichigo doesn't even kill him. He fucking dies from his own power, I swear.
I don't know, man. I watched like the last fight scene and that. I don't remember. It wasn't memorable. You know what was though?
I agree.
You know what was though?
Soul Society.
No, yeah, Soul Society. You know that part where Ricky's about to get like shanked by the Phoenix. And Ichigo comes out of nowhere and destroys the Phoenix. That part.
Yeah,
and then he destroys. Yeah, and then he destroys like the actual hanging sand in front of all the captains. I think that was one of the hypest moments for me, personally. That was such a hype moment.
What's that?
I definitely think when Ichigo started getting the fucking hollow mask in that arc was like it was cool. It was like okay, it's like Super Saiyan 1 moments here. Shonen, pure shonen hype.
What's that?
Am I going the wrong way?
Yeah, his Bankai was really hype. Like, yeah, just how you see from the characters' reactions. I can't lie. Bleach's sense of fashion was top tier.
That's true. The Bleach drip is good. The only thing I would say about it is that it's like kind of the same the whole way through, whereas a lot of other series like change things up.
Yeah.
Whereas like Bleach is always black coats and masks and white coats and masks, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, fair. Alright, yeah, there's people in the chat that's Ted. You just says what's this? Milad. I'm guessing that, that is Milad. Yeah, and then I don't know who Catfish is, but I don't know who that is.
It's fine, man. Anyway, do you want to move on to the next
I'll move on to
CBR
the next
one?
Right. Next CBR, big up.
CBR, big up my guys.
Next is Dragon Ball Z. They put that 5th.
Oh, okay.
What's it
okay.
What's it taking that?
So I would, I don't know. I don't know if I'd consider myself a Dragon Ball Z fan. I like Dragon Ball Z, but and I definitely think that some of the earlier arcs are like pretty fucking solid shonen. They're not amazing, but they don't need to be because they started a lot of the trends that are still going today.
Yeah.
But I definitely would not put it above a lot of these shows. I would I'd maybe consider it above Bleach at certain parts, but even that, that's like maybe pushing it.
Yeah, because I heard it gets really repetitive.
It does. But it does the hype really well. It's one thing Dragon Ball I think is known for, at least.
Yeah, it's because you explained this. It was like the forefather like shonen, isn't it? Like
it's kind of like that. Like there were a few series that kind of defined shonen, and for a period of time, Dragon Ball was the One Piece of modern day, and we wouldn't have the One Piece that we have now without Dragon Ball, obviously. But although it's not necessarily the most influential for a lot of series, there's no denying that it's changed anime and potentially even other forms of media as well to this day, and it deserves respect for that, but I don't think that necessarily means you need to put it above shows like One Punch Man and Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho, I knew you were going to say that, yeah.
But it's because a lot of, to be honest, Mob Psycho and One Punch Man so far have been the only shows that I would consider putting on here.
Alright, fair enough. I watched Dragon Ball Kai because that was like when they kind of edited the whole. Because I heard that Dragon Ball Z was like they kind of stretched out a lot of parts
It does have
That's
a lot
why
of filler. The only thing is though, with Kai, I kind of feel like with Kai, because it's like obviously the animation's a lot more modern and it's done digitally. It's not like it doesn't have the nice like 90s feel that Dragon Ball Z had. That kind of added to this feel, but that might just be like my personal taste and opinion. It doesn't really have anything to do with quality.
Fair enough, because yeah, he's like with Dragon Ball Z kind of associated with it, with like the 90s anime, and you kind of expected the animation to be like that.
Be careful.
You're going for the old feel, I guess.
I guess. I mean, it's not just that. It's like when you see, like when you compare, like say, Hunter x Hunter 2011 and Hunter x Hunter, like the original.
1999, right?
Yeah, the original Hunter x Hunter looks a lot darker, like not in terms of like actual color, but in terms of like Hisoka's a pedophile and a murderer, and you feel it, right? Which I'm not saying you don't in 2011. I fucking love 2011, but it fits the darker tones of some of Hunter x Hunter's arcs a lot better, I'd say.
Right, yeah. Okay. I haven't watched the 1999. I mean, I've just seen snippets of it. I've seen a lot of the animation. I mean, the animation style looks very similar. It's a lot more modernized in 2011.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No, I mean, yeah. I don't think it changes anything, and I will always say that 2011 for me is better than the 90s one, but mainly because it has the Chimera act. But
yeah, the Chimera. Anyway, let's move on to this one. Attack on Titan at 4th place.
So I would say that's like fair, but maybe I'd say maybe a tad bit high, personally. So compared to everything else they've said so far, I'd say this is like one of the most reasonable things.
Fair enough. I thought in my list I would set up a lot higher because of the latest season. I really like the latest season.
I mean, me too. I very much considered putting it on my list, and although I didn't, it's a respectable decision. I think Attack on Titan is like a modern classic at this point, and every time we get an Attack on Titan season, it just makes waves in like the anime community. Every single time, like we've seen recently, the anime community and the amount of anime fans is just like skyrocketed thanks to the most recent season.
Yeah, I am grateful for Attack on Titan. I remember when, weebs were kind of not looked down on, but it was like looked down on, if you get what I mean.
Well, I don't know. It's like it's just we went from like. I don't know, because we didn't get into anime when it was like no one watched it. Like it still had a pretty big following. It's just it went from being like that kind of like that slightly niche thing, right? Not properly niche. Like people still do anime. I'm not gonna lie. It was still fairly popular, but it's gone from like that to outselling fucking Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of mean it in like a relative term, like especially in our school. Like if you, because it went from like only like a certain group watching anime to after Attack on Titan, everyone suddenly like asking me for recommendations and stuff.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Like, yeah.
Yeah, not specifically me, but you get what.
No, I understand what you're saying, because like the amount of people that like have gone from being like haha Chinese cartoon weird to like, oh my god, you watch Attack on Titan? Like, yeah, I've watched it for like fucking years now.
Chinese cartoon. Coming on to that, what's your thoughts on Chinese anime?
On Chinese, I mean, okay. So I don't have any problems with the idea itself or the concept. but when it's put in practice, I generally find, although this isn't for everything, and it's like it's a generalization. A lot of the like Chinese and Korean series kind of just feel like they're trying to be anime, and although that's not necessarily a bad thing, it just ends up feeling maybe kind of generic-y a lot of the times, which is an issue I have with certain anime, to be honest, but, you know.
Fair enough, fair enough. I think the biggest disappointment with Korean anime got the high school. Because, you know, it had everything. It had the animation, which was from Mappa.
That's how it's supposed to be.
It was from Mappa, wasn't it? You search it up.
Yeah, it was Mappa, I'm pretty sure.
Shadows here. Be careful, everyone.
Yeah, a lot of people love the manhwa for. Yeah, it was Mappa, 13 episodes. Yeah. So, yeah, it had the animation, it had the fight scenes at the beginning, it had amazing fight scenes. I love the fight scenes, but then the story was absolute shit.
Oh, that's true.
They had their heads up their
and
asses.
yeah, I mean, and I think considering if we're talking about the manhwa then doesn't also have the god tier animation. So although I haven't read it, I can't imagine the fights to the same degree.
Yeah, I don't know about the manhwa. I haven't read Go to High School properly. I've read like snippets, but like the real people that we Milan, you know, he's read Go to High School. He really likes it.
Stay on the offensive.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move.
Let's move on from something completely unrelated.
Yeah, you know, like third, Naruto. I don't know if they mean Naruto the original or Naruto.
I'm guessing they just mean all of Naruto.
Fair enough, both of Naruto. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay, I like Naruto. Naruto's good. I even like Shippuden to an extent, but number 3,
Probably not.
I would have to say is pushing it like a lot.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, I'll never put Naruto top 3, even if I love Shippuden. I love the war arc for some reason, even though they put tons of fillers in between. I do love the war arc. What was it? The Great Ninja, 4th Great Ninja War, right?
Yeah, 4th Great Ninja War.
Yeah, the 4th Great Ninja War. I love the war arc. Like, is it Naruto's powers developed quite a bit over that arc, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I do think that arc was like a bit bad with the power thing because they were just suddenly like, Naruto and Sasuke reincarnations of these guys you haven't really heard much about so far. So
I think Naruto has a problem about that. They just like to add in stuff that's completely doesn't make sense.
It does. I don't think it necessarily like breaks the entire series, but it's certainly an issue to say the least.
I like it how they went, oh yeah, we're adding a Mangekyo Sharingan. They can all use it now. It kind of went from like, yeah, the only person that knew how to use it was Madara and all of that stuff, and now everyone can use it.
Yeah, honestly, and then there was like Hashirama cells, and Kaguya, and there were a lot of issues with
where did Kaguya come from? It was like you versus Madara, and then suddenly Kaguya comes out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, it's all my plan. It was my son that did this. Amazing.
You have like a really solid villain with Madara as well.
Yeah, you do.
Nidal,
so, yeah. I think Nidal joined the chat. His name is Needle22.
What's that?
Damn, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I like Naruto. I don't think I would even consider putting it in top 10, although I really like it. Top 3, I would say, is definitely pushing it.
Definitely not top 3.
No.
I don't think you like second. They put Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Second, really?
Yeah.
I mean, if according to my anime list, that would be accurate, but we all know that's fucking bullshit.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't put it top 3, but I would definitely put it top 10 for me. I did love Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I can understand putting it top 10. Personally, I wouldn't. I like it, but I think it's maybe like a little bit overhyped.
No, no, it definitely is. Like a lot of people putting it on first. I think that's the only reason. Like, yeah, people putting it on like first on the anime list and all of that stuff. But like, I think I do like Full Metal Alchemist a lot.
Yeah, me too. I mean, not as much as you from like the conversations we've had, but
Yeah. I think because the story comes together really well at the end.
that's fair, which doesn't happen often for a shonen series, like we
Yeah.
just discussed with Naruto.
Naruto, yeah. Yeah, it was like, you know, it was like, it kind of felt like, you know how Oda writes? He kind of
Yeah.
makes things come together at the end. It was like a feeling like that. Where everything kind
I
of came
get
together
that.
at the end of the plot. It was a massive plot, and it was actually a finish, like a proper finish.
Yeah, unlike a lot of, unlike One Piece, to be fair.
Unlike One Piece, yeah, unlike One Piece, that's been going on for 20 years.
Not that I'm chatting shit about One Piece. Big up One Piece.
Big up One Piece. The thing with, yeah, we'll get. I'm looking at the list. One Piece isn't here. I'm not happy.
So wait. So you're telling me they have
My Hero
Bleach,
Academia.
Naruto, Dragon Ball, and My Hero, and they
But they
left out
don't-
One Piece, arguably the biggest and best of the big three,
Yeah,
and
isn't the manga like outselling Superman, Batman?
I think currently, last time I heard anything about it, it was like the second best-selling series in the world, like just under Batman or just under Superman. In terms of like all-time
Batman comics, or would I be surprised?
compared to One Piece.
Yeah,
I mean,
do people read Batman Superman comics?
I think so. I mean, there are a few like ones that are genuinely good. Like I think the Batman Who Laughs and stuff like that are meant to be genuinely good, but people definitely do still buy like DC comics and shit. Although clearly not well enough anymore since Shonen Jump's supposedly kicking both Marvel and DC's up asses right now.
Fully. Shonen Jump is taking the American in comics. And animation. And animation.
But that's true. But to be fair, most of the Marvel and DC series end up as like cinematic universes instead. Although they do have cartoons,
Yeah.
but the cartoons are definitely not like Demon Slayer or something like that.
I think the only cartoon that I would, maybe take over some anime is Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I really like that for some reason. Have you watched Avatar?
I've watched Avatar, right? But when I watched Avatar, I was like a solid 2 years old. So I don't really remember anything.
When Nidal was asking a question, are comics and manga the same thing or not?
Well, I mean, okay, so this is kind of a question that doesn't really have an answer because they're very similar medium, but it's like asking if anime are cartoons. Yes, they are, but it's also like you can't compare Full Metal Alchemist to Peppa Pig, right?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, it's the thing. Basically, I would just put it manga Japanese, comics American, I guess.
Yeah,
Comics.
there's like different kind of stereotypes and traditions and ideals for the different ones. Like manga is traditionally black and white and is released in chapters and stuff in bigger comics like Shonen Jump or like Shonen King, something like that. Whereas comics are generally in color, it's not and as far as I know, I'm pretty sure they've always just come out in separate issues for different series.
Yeah, I know. Like some of them are worth quite a lot because, like, you can argue that American comics are like out of their time. They used to be great back in the old days. I heard people.
Well, I mean,
They had their heads up their asses.
Comics are hard because it's like manga in the sense that you can't just be like, oh, I read fucking Boku no Pico and then I fucking hated it, so manga's shit. It's like if you read one like Green Lantern comic, it's probably not going to give you like an amazing idea of the whole comic graphic novel scene, right?
Right. So what comic series is popping off at the moment?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Invincible is popping up at the moment because that had a TV show, which is really good. I would recommend it. It's like The Boys but cartoon. Sam actually recommended it to me.
Invincible is on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That's a cartoon I would probably consider as good or better than some anime.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it now. I haven't watched it.
I don't know. Yeah, wait. We should probably get back to.
Oh no, we have
10.
first. We have a first take.
Okay.
First take, right?
First clip.
They put Death Note #1.
Okay.
It took a minute to process that, didn't it?
Death Note.
What are you gonna say?
I can maybe respect putting Death Note on a top 10. I love Death Note. It's good. It got a bit shit when L died, but Death Note's shit. Wait, spoilers. Sorry for everyone that hasn't watched Death Note yet. To like whoever you are.
Yeah, no, but that is like. Okay, yeah. Death Note got a bit
shit after certain characters died.
After a certain event after a certain event, but you watched Death Note because you wanted to see the psychological battle of L life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you obviously
it's refreshing to have a Shonen Jump character who is kind of a fucking terrible person.
Antagonist, he really became the thing that he hated. You know, he went from like, you know, a shonen character, like, yeah, I'm gonna kill all the evil people, and becomes the most evil person in Japan, or like the world.
It's definitely refreshing to see someone who's just like, I'm gonna fucking kill some shitty criminal guys instead of time to kill the Demon King. Yeah.
It's a sign-in, right? Or is it a show?
So it did air in Shonen Jump instead of their sign-in series Ultra Jump, but I think it is technically classed as sign-in, even though it's in Shonen Jump.
I would
class it as sign-in.
I would class it as sign-in, but it does have shonen like characteristics.
To be fair though, I don't even remember if there are any like that brutal deaths or anything in it.
Wait, let me see. Like
it's definitely got darker tones and themes, but it's not like it's not as dark as certain other sign-in.
Yeah, no, that is true. Like stuff like Vinland Saga or Berserk, it's not like.
I mean, it
Berserk's level.
We don't talk about Berserk's level.
Yeah, we'll get cancelled if we talk about Berserk.
Oh, oops. We're definitely not going to be talking about Berserk later. Spoilers.
Yeah, so that is the CBR's top 10 list.
Wow. That was kind of a pile of shit, I'm not gonna lie.
I agree. You know, I don't know what to say. Like, they really put stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh in there, but they didn't put One Piece.
They didn't put One Piece in. Out of all of the like Shonen Jump big series, that was the one they decided not to put in.
We can handle this. Just stay
You wanna check out another one?
Maybe we should start doing some buzz. I know you haven't got like a proper top 10. You might have like an idea now. Like mine's not solid. I'm sure some of mine are not really what I'd consider in my top 10.
I think I have a solid top 4, and really think about. And then I know like animes are good. Some animes are like really high above the rest, but I haven't really put it into like a tier list.
Me
So we
neither.
should do that.
I did like a makeshift one earlier. Do you want me to like talk through my top 10 and then see if you like kind of come up with one?
Like, sure, let's do that.
Okay, alright. So, I'm gonna have to give some honorable mentions first, because there were some that I did... I did really...
Now for some honorable mentions.
Now time for some honorable mentions. Eric Cartman. Anyway, yeah, because there were definitely some shows that I really wanted to put in, but I didn't end up fitting. So, the first one was like Space Dandy, because that's just like a fucking top tier comedy for me. It's got fucking god tier animation, god tier music, and it's funny, the characters don't feel like anime characters.
What? They don't feel like anime characters.
Like, they've got this nice, like, western style to them. It's an anime that the dub is better because of how the characters are.
Yeah, I think I've seen, like, snippets of it, and it does look a bit more cartoony than anime, but... Yeah, I do need to watch Space Dandy. In terms of comedy, I really like Gintama.
That's right, I need to watch Gintama.
You need to watch Gintama. But yeah, okay, Space Dandy's an honorable mention.
There were some other honorable mentions. I can't fucking remember them right now, though. So we'll just get on with my current shit. So, at number 10, I have... Bear in mind here, this means a lot of different things. I have Devilman as my number 10. But when I say Devilman, I don't mean Crybaby. I don't mean the original manga. I just mean all of the collective Devilman series. So that's Violence Jack, that's Devilman Crybaby, that's the original manga, it's Devilman Grimoire, just all of it together.
Right. I watched Crybaby. Yeah. Go ahead, what are you gonna say?
So, because in one sense, I absolutely love Devilman, because it is just like a fact that without Go Nagai, without specifically Devilman more than any of his other series, although some of his other ones are really important as well, we just wouldn't have the modern manga we have today. I doubt we would have ever gotten Berserk or Fist of the North Star, or and when you get rid of series like that, then that means you don't get series like JoJo's or like Dragon. You don't even get Dragon.
Actually, because you have knock-on effects.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, Go Nagai is the father of modern manga, and we just wouldn't have the series we love today if it wasn't for.
If it wasn't for the mangaka of Devilman.
Yeah, but I also do really love Devilman in terms of its, like, all of the different versions of it, the different worlds and fight scenes are quite cool sometimes. It's just a nice little wacky, but also super fucking dark side.
Yeah, no, that is a good character. It's like, we've watched Devilman Crybaby, because you're the one that told me to watch it. Yeah. Devilman Crybaby, I like how you said, the animation is quite different to the actual tone. The animation comes off kind of like cartoony in a way.
I always thought the animation just looks like a fucking acid trip, and that fits Devilman so well. And this is coming from someone who's watched all of the Devilman OVA, which is done in like a traditional anime style.
Right.
Which I also really like, and I would recommend to anyone that loves, anyone that enjoyed Devilman Crybaby, go check out the OVAs. They're good. They're not like completely together. Don't watch the dub. It's fucking hilarious. The dub is the funniest thing.
It's like one of those Japanese English moments.
It's like, yeah, it's like there's like a fucking voice line or whatever where he's just like, it's true what they say. Smoking is bad for your health, especially when it's your own skin you're burning or something fucking retarded like that. He just goes around like driving a car and Akira's just like, watch out, you're gonna kill people. And he's just like, I don't give a shit. It's so funny, man. But yeah. So, yeah, Devilman's my number 10, but I definitely think there are other series I could swap it out for. So yeah, moving swiftly on to number 9. We've got the king of fucking tournament arts, Baki, in just like, as an overall.
I need to watch Baki.
Yeah. Watch Grappler Baki because and then watch the Netflix one. Just like Grappler Baki is canonically the first, and for me, Grappler Baki is peak Baki. For me, my favorite tournament arc ever. And a lot of the fights, although they're Baki's a weird series because Baki is half the most disabled show you will ever watch. Like, they've got people fighting imaginary giant praying mantises. But at the same time, it's like, it feels the fights, especially in the earlier parts, feel a lot grittier and harder than other anime fights. Like, you can have Goku smacking some alien through planets, right?
Yeah.
And it has less effect to me than Baki, like, smacking someone's tooth out, right? Like, there's this close feeling of brutality to it and raw, like, monstrous strength. Like, at the end of the day, these characters are just fucking muscular guys, but they feel like monsters.
Oh, so it's like an intense role anime?
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna lie to you, you're not gonna watch Baki, you're not gonna watch or read Baki for the story or the characters. You'll watch Baki because you fucking love fights and the characters fucking love fights. It is a series about fighting, so if you're like some guy who gets hyped up over fights and shit, Grappler Baki is a good one for you.
That is my type of anime sometimes. It depends on my mood, really.
Yeah, that's fair. If you just want some chill out, like, slice of life or comedy or stuff, Baki's not necessarily the one for you, although it is kind of funny sometimes. But if you want to see just two guys beat the living shit out of each other, not through planets, just two guys in like a parking lot or whatever, and they're just like kicking each other in the dick, stuff like that. Baki's that.
We won.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it moving. I think I'm low on steroids.
Right. Okay, moving swiftly.
Moving swiftly.
After that awkward silence. Nadal says, are they rating animation? Oh wait, no, that's his question. Yeah, he's answering us. Sorry, yeah. Okay, number 8. Let's go.
So number 8 will probably be a weird one. Some people are going to be like, bruh, really? But nah, this is Deadman Wonderland.
What's that?
Deadman Wonderland. Oh my! I did not expect that.
I've read Deadman Wonderland as well, so I've got like full knowledge of the series. And Deadman Wonderland for me is just a really, really fucking solid sign-in, especially if we're including the manga. It's just like, some of the characters in it are pretty fucking good. There's this one character, I think he's called Peacock, who is like a really surprisingly progressive character for a sign-in manga and anime, and it's too bad I don't think he's in the anime.
Yeah, I don't recall someone called Peacock.
But yeah, and some of these characters are just like, some of the characters are really good. Sometimes, I will admit, Deadman Wonderland is overly kind of edgy, and that will definitely turn people off. Like when Ganta like does the middle finger or whatever. But for me, someone who like at times gets fucking hyped up by edge, and I love the revenge plot. It's just godly. I
was actually thinking of reading Deadman Wonderland because I liked the anime until the end.
Yeah.
Like not like I kind of feel that they rushed the ending, but I did like the fight scenes and how they brought him into jail, and it was like a whole plot to escape, right?
I mean, again,
Like,
this is one that I'm not really sure about, but I can safely say that I fucking love Dead Man.
What's that?
Yeah, no, I can definitely say I do like it. That's why I want to read it, but I was never got into that.
Nah, it's
I
I mean, I read it a while ago, but I do remember like the best fights in it are in the manga as well.
Don't get caught off.
Right. I do like how they kind of categorize people off like birds.
Yeah, that's like that kind of. I guess it was kind of a metaphor because a lot of the birds fit like the characters. Like,
No, is there like, yeah, it did, and I'm kind of like brought that line, you know, like birds trapped in a cage.
Apply the same
Yeah,
Trying to get out.
I mean, it's not like mind-blowingly deep. It's not going to change your life, but it's definitely something that's interesting to think
It's
about.
not Attack on Titan plot points.
No, is of it. I would probably say Attack on Titan. I could pretty safely say Attack on Titan. Technically, is probably a lot better than Dead Man One's Man. But for me personally,
Please don't get in our
I just love Dead Man One's Man. It's a show that's very close to my heart for whatever reason that it hit different. It's I don't know how it's going with that, but yeah, Dead Man One's cool. Fights are good. Characters, for the most part, are quite likable when they want them to be likable. They're hateable when they want them to be hateable. And the overall,
victory was handed to
I mean, it's not really a power system, but the blood thing is fucking cool, man.
No, I agree. I mean, the power system is basically the blood, but how they manipulate it, like, it's different for everyone. Which makes every character have its own unique fight style, I guess, which is really interesting to see. I like that bit in the anime where, like, I think it was Crow. He trains
Ganta.
Woodpecker.
Yeah.
Ganta. Yeah. He trains Ganta on how to use his like his blood ability and try to make it faster than his speed sound. I personally found that really cool.
Nah, yeah, that was definitely cool. Crow. I fucking love Crow as a character. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of what I'm doing here is going on like bad memory. I don't exactly remember what happens in the manga. But I seem to remember a lot of the backstories and things to their characters linked into their specific like branch of sin ability. And it just wrapped up this really sick thing. It was just fucking cool.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. It's gonna be fair you don't remember because you read it quite a while ago, right? How many years has that
Nearly all
been?
battles were this
I think it was like 2 years ago now, and I've read like all of One Piece and other stuff in between then, so it like...
Yeah. Fair enough, man. 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, moving on from that,
Moving on.
my number 7 is Mob Psycho.
Mob Psycho.
So yeah, I mean we've already talked about Mob
Yeah,
Psycho
we've
a lot.
talked about Mob
Fucking
Psycho.
amazing animation, amazing characters, fucking some of the best fights of all time. What's not to
Right.
love about Mob Psycho? Relatable characters and themes that just kind of hit home.
Yeah, it did. Well, I think they because you know a lot of animes try to bring out that, especially isekai animes, they try to bring out that like loser perspective, but then they don't do it that well. I think Mob Psycho did it pretty well. It kind of kept loser element, but he was OP at the same time.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, because the thing is, I'm not sure it's that I'm not sure it's necessarily loser. It's just it's like the perfect balance between he's not fucking Jesus Christ himself. He's not Kirito who can just come back from death for no reason. He's not Goku. He's not some like heroic god, right? He's just some fucking
guy.
kid. He just wants to be a normal guy. He just wants to get a girl, just have a nice time.
You think, oh yeah, he does. Probably, yeah.
Come get some. Right, let's go.
But at the same time, he's like not overly pathetic or like super unnecessarily moral like someone like Deku. He's just a guy. He's just a dude chilling.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he does have his moments. He does have his moments.
I mean, yeah, he has heroic moments, but like it's the difference between being like someone with like some morals and being the reincarnation of Jesus Christ.
That was over before it started.
Deku.
Yeah, except Deku's kind of a bitch.
Yeah. Alright, number 6.
So number 6 is, again, people are probably gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? But, this one's Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul. Well, just the manga, right?
Well, okay, so Tokyo Ghoul it's only on here because of the manga, and there's no way that I can say it's not. But, season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul is up there for anime. It's got, like, maybe, like, I'd say, like, 2 or 3 of the episodes of season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul are, like, some of my favorite episodes of anything ever, and I will, like, fight over the, like, saying what the quality of it is, because it's, like Kaneki vs. Yamori is genuinely just one of the greatest fucking things I've ever witnessed in terms of like the sound, the song's fucking amazing, the actual fight itself, and the dialogue, the themes, and it was all just like, fuck, this is good.
It was one of the fights where you were actually like emotionally involved, I guess. I definitely was. I was watching.
Me too. That's another thing that's very good with Tokyo Ghoul, especially season 1. You can get very invested into the characters, because even when they do like, ooh, edgy tomboy who pretends she doesn't like you in Toka doesn't feel like a fucking tsundere generic, hello, I'm here because you're a fucking weeb. She's like that because of the world she's grown up in, the way she is, and it makes sense. And she's not a bitch for no reason. She's just there, you know? And that's the reason why I really like it.
Yeah, you know that part in the anime where he goes, you know, he just became a ghoul and he's on like the alleyway and Toka tries to feed him or something, right? Yeah, and he's just like, oh, how do I stop this nightmare or something like that? And then you know that scene where she's like, has my whole life been a nightmare?
Yeah, that hits home. That, like, the thing with the Tokyo Ghoul anime is when in season 1, the amount of times it hits hard is mind-blowing, and the anime is, not the anime, the manga is like that consistently.
The anime, Jesus.
Definitely, because the anime kind of went off into, oh, people like Whitehead Kaneki, so insane good. Whereas when they did like the centipede and stuff like that in the manga, when I say the centipede, I mean like the Kakuja, not the torture scene.
Right.
Spoilers. It made sense. It was good. It wasn't just him being crazy because haha, crazy, powerful, haha, you know? Yeah.
Justin knows who's actually in the chat. There's like 4 viewers and no one's talking. Right, okay, so I agree. I mean, Tokyo Ghoul, you know, fair enough if you have it on your top 10. What would you put it? What would you put above Tokyo?
Alright, so directly above Tokyo Ghoul. I wouldn't be surprised if you have this on your list. Sam definitely has this on his list. It's Vinland Saga.
Yeah, I have it on my list.
Yeah, I thought so. Vinland Saga's fucking amazing, man. Fucking great characters, fucking great themes, great fights. The anime adaptation is surprisingly fucking amazing for like one of the big seinen series. Because like Berserk and the others kind of got done dirty.
Like twice, right? Berserk, I swear they have.
Berserk got done dirty. Berserk is always getting done dirty. Berserk never gets a break. But I genuinely think the Vinland Saga anime is really good, and the manga gets even better. So I'm looking forward to the next season.
The anime. It was done by Wiz, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Done by Wiz Studio. They did a very good job on the animation. Like it wasn't like how do I say? It wasn't like fantasy type, but like the way the fight scenes were like choreographed. I really like that.
I mean, yeah, because like the fights aren't meant to be giant lasers or anything.
Yeah.
They're not meant to be like giant lasers. It's literally just fucking Vikings stabbing each other and shit. So I thought they did a really amazing job. Also, Thorkel's a fucking Chad.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about that scene where Thorfinn's on the top of the boat and he jumps to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, that scene, man. Jesus. That scene really hit home. I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, because it got really hyped, like I got really invested in the fight. And obviously, if you're a Vinland Saga fan and someone has Thor in them, he's an important character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what is up with that? Like all the people that have Thor in.
It's probably just well. Okay, so Vinland Saga is loosely based on real people, actually. So for both Thorkel and Thorfinn are real people. So that it's not him it's not the creator just being like Vikings, Thor. It's like genuine people's names.
Right. What happened? You know the farm arc, right?
The one that's going on in the one that's finished in the manga, actually.
Yeah, definitely finished.
I forgot you read it.
I know, you forgot I read Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've read it. I'm thinking I have like 3 or 4 chapters behind it. But yeah, I have read Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga, the themes changed a lot in the farm arc.
I'm not sure it's themes changing. I think it's more progression within the themes themselves, because we always had like pacifism and like that it's better to not fight and things like that from the start with Bois.
I see. Yeah, no, that it becomes more of the MC's goal to like change his ways.
That's how it's
basically, which is nice. It's nice to see like a redemption story that is actually kind of realistic.
Yeah, and I do like the whole setting for the farm and the working their way out. And I do like how the master like corrupted.
Yeah.
Sword. I don't know what exactly that signifies.
I mean, so I don't know how much it's based on reality, but with Vinland Saga you have to consider some of the things are obviously fiction, and then some of the things are like obviously kind of based on fact.
Right.
So it's not like everything is going to be like part of a big metaphor theme, but at the same time, it also might be.
Yeah, also, you never really know. It's up to
which
your views, I guess.
What's that?
Which is kind of good, because that means you don't like when they're doing things that are there because for story reasons. You can't tell whether it's there for the plot or whether it just makes sense to be in that setting, which I think shows good storytelling and I guess world building, but I wouldn't necessarily say I love Vinland Saga based on world building.
I mean, world building kind of becomes a part of it because you're finding Finland. But other than that, I mean, it's because it's not based on world building. That's why.
Yeah. It's like the real world.
yeah. It's not like One Piece, man. You get a new island every arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. What comes fourth under this?
Fourth is Dorohedoro, which
Dorohedoro.
is fucking great in both anime and manga. When Dorohedoro's anime was airing, it was genuinely like the highlight anime for me. It was something that I got to it because I think it came out on Sundays from what I remember, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking great.
Guess who animated it?
Mappa, yeah. And the anime is done in completely CG, which is like, it's not great CG, but it's not terrible. And at the same time, after reading the Dorohedoro manga, the style is really fucking weird and trippy. It does not look like an anime style. So the CG kind of fits it, to be honest. So I don't really mind. It fits the weird, trippy style of Dorohedoro. And it's a great story, great characters, plot comes together, awesome like power system with the magic and things like that. And there are so many plot twists and things that that have been built up from the start of it, and it's fucking
satisfying to be completed. Right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's just, although it's a dark series, it's really fucking fun to read and to watch. And the world building and the people in it, there's just this weird creativity and freshness that you not only haven't seen in anime, like anything similar, but just in shows and media in general. I can guarantee you've never seen anything that is like similar to Dorohedoro. And like, sure, there's magic, there's things like that, but Dorohedoro is such a weird and crazy story that it's just like you're never gonna have a series that you experience in a similar way.
I've watched like the first 2 episodes, and I can already tell they use magic way differently to the other animes do. I do like the characters.
Yeah, it's like, I wouldn't say it's, I don't know, because it's not, like, if you like anime, like, you're like, oh yes, fucking Sword Art Online, I guess? I don't know, something like that, or an isekai. You might not necessarily like Dorohedoro, but you want something fresh, you want something fucking crazy, Dorohedoro is great.
Ready anytime. Just say the word.
Right, what comes third? The big three.
The big three. These are my big three. These are the only ones that I'm like very definite about my feelings on. So number 3, first of the big boys is Gantz, but manga only because the anime adaptation kind of sucks ass. So yeah, Gantz is definitely not a series I would recommend for everyone, because there are definitely a lot of people that would find parts of it offensive or upsetting. Not because they're there unnecessarily or for a bad reason. I actually think Gantz is quite good at that. It's just that Gantz is very good at making itself seem like some kind of a bad guy because of its darker tones and characters and things like that. But Gantz, Gantz is a series where somehow people get revived in it, and yet deaths still have loads of meaning. And the characters you feel genuinely attached to. And I remember there were a few chapters when this one character was going to it was like you were assuming she was gonna die. There was one where I think you thought she was getting like physically monstered on, and because this is Gantz, this is like a dark fucking series, you were like, shit, like stuff could get really bad here for this character. It genuinely fucking traumatized me, and I can't say many series can do that. And as well, Kurono, the main character, is one of my favorite fucking characters of all time. He is an asshole. He's a total fucking shit person at the start, but he's literally just a fucking teenage boy. He's relatable. He's a pretty accurate human. He's grown up in the world he's grown up, and it's made him the cynical bastard he is. And yet, through the things that transpire, he kind of becomes a better person. And although that sounds like some power of friendship bullshit, which it kind of is, it's done in a way that is realistic and makes sense and isn't just, haha, Natsu gets new dragon flame power and we win.
With the power of friendship,
Yeah.
I win.
Also, characters fucking die frequently. Like, characters in Gantz come and go in the blink of an eye, and it hurts so much more than any other series I can think of.
I can make a kill.
Yeah, definitely a lot more than a can't make a kill. But, yeah. So, if you're okay with dark stuff, you're okay with, like, things that might be slightly offensive, because it goes down some dark fucking places at times, but not dark, like dark in a, this is kind of real life, despite the fact that we're looking at this sci-fi setting.
Why don't we see the
I can see it. What's that?
I was just like, oh yeah, it's dark, but it's real life.
Yeah, and although to be fair, some of the female characters earlier on are not that well written, but one of the female characters later on is someone who I consider like a pretty fucking amazing character, and a character that hits way too hard for like me personally. Won't necessarily for everyone, but yeah, she's someone that like really made me feel something compared to other series and characters. That's not me. I sound like a fucking sim now. That's not me simping over a waifu. Well, what I meant is like, genuinely made me feel fucking depressed. Which even like Attack on Titan doesn't always make me do in shows like that. So, yeah.
Fair enough. Second place.
Can you guess? I'm sure you can guess what my second and first place are, but do you want to take a guess what my second is?
I can guess one of them's One Piece. Definitely.
No, I actually regretfully don't have One Piece on here.
Wow. Okay.
I think One Piece is top 10 material, but in terms of, I just don't have it up there for whatever reason.
It's because your one's more seinen based. You like a lot more seinen.
That's true, but I do have some shonen on here, and I do love One Piece. It's honestly one of my favorite series, and I slightly regret not putting it on here. Probably should have put it on instead of Devilman. But yeah, I just didn't. I don't know why.
Okay, fair enough. One of them is obviously Berserk.
Yes, Berserk is my number 2. Because this is partially on what I consider my favorites, what I would say I enjoy the most, not just necessarily what I consider best. Although, I could very safely say in an argument that I would consider Berserk one of the best, if not the best, manga from a lot of standpoints. What can I say? Fucking amazing human characters. Guts, one of the best fucking protagonists of all time. Love Guts, love the action in Berserk. The world's really good, it's gritty, it's dark. Again, would not recommend this to everyone. It's got some pretty pretty painful bits to read.
Pretty graphic stuff.
Very graphic stuff. The same with Gantz. What else?
It's a silent, yeah.
But it's like dark for a silent, and yeah, the characters are amazing. The protagonist and the antagonist, Guts and Griffith, are two of the best fucking characters I have ever experienced.
Yeah, let's do this.
And when there's tragedy in Berserk, it's tragedy. It's not oh no, it's sad character die. It's sad. It's depressing. The world sucks for everyone. And I also like that it's one of the few series that instead of going, yes, you are the child of destiny, fucking Goku Ketchum from the Leaf Village, you're like, Guts has a destiny that's been given to him, and he's fighting against it because it fucking sucks. Yeah, it's just...
That's quite interesting, fighting against it.
And although I think some people would say it's not good from like a feminist or gender equality standpoint because of a lot of the dark scenes, I would very strongly say Be quiet. Castra is one of the best fucking female characters of all time, and that's just kind of a fact.
I'm guessing the people that say it's not really genuine, they're looking at a very shallow viewpoint.
I haven't heard anyone say that, but I'm sure there's people that will say that, and people that do say that. And it's alright if you don't want to see that stuff, because there's definitely people that shouldn't. People that have experienced these kinds of things won't want to read it. But
yeah,
if you don't want to see that, why the fuck are you reading Berserk?
Picking up a shadow nearby.
Yeah,
like,
Berserk,
this-
especially the animation is going to be quite fucked.
Yeah, and it is fucked, but not unnecessarily. It's fucked for a reason, and it's good. It's great. Yeah.
It actually benefits the plot points, not for the
It benefits the plots, it benefits the characters, the themes, and it makes sense. Nothing like, although parts of Berserk are weird and crazy, they're weird and fucking crazy for a reason. Like, the bits that don't make sense to people don't make sense because either they're mysteries that we haven't fully explored yet, or it's just because it's meant to be inhuman, as like it's fucking you know, the most basic fear of humanity is that which we don't understand, and that's what a lot of the weird shit that happens in Berserk is about. And hell, Berserk inspired Dark Souls. Like, come on, man. It inspired Dark Souls.
It inspired a Souls game. That is quite...
Not a Souls game. All of the Souls games. Bloodborne, Sekiro, all of them.
I'm just waiting for Justin to type something in the chat with Dark Souls
Yeah.
is mentioned.
But yeah, there's definitely a lot more. I could talk if I wanted to talk in detail about Berserk. Fucking talk about it for days, man. Berserk's amazing. And hell, I would. Just the art is fucking insane. The art is crazy. It's just stunning, man. Like, and although even though there's an improvement in the art, that even at the start, the art is still top tier.
Yeah. I've read the first chapter, the art looks pretty good. I mean, yeah, but then I've seen the snippets that you sent. That looks way better.
Yeah, no, it gets better, obviously, but at the start it's like good, and then by the end it's like, even though it's not finished, by the end it's like, fuck, man.
Okay, now we got
Great.
7 years. Best time to give you a #1 spot. I'm guessing it's JoJo's, but
Wow,
I
I mean, who would have guessed? The absolute JoJo simp trash JoJo fan himself had fucking JoJo's in #1. So
it's JoJo's, isn't it?
yeah, it's JoJo's. What more can I say? I wouldn't say JoJo's is necessarily the best on this list, but it's certainly my favorite. Yeah, like,
Think I'm low on stamina.
it's just fucking crazy. Like, you're never gonna experience, like with Dorohedoro, but even more so, there is nothing that will come close to the just fucking weird shit that is JoJo's. You know, it's an experience that you won't get again. And I remember that when I first started watching it, after I caught up, which it was a part 4 at that point, it was just this hole. It was like, where is my JoJo's? I need some fucking fashion models beating each other up.
I need some muscly men in my life.
Yeah, man. And again, okay, not all of the characters are super amazing, but a lot of the characters are actually pretty good when you take a deeper look at it. And I'd be lying if I said I don't think stands are the best power system of all time.
You think stands are the best power system?
100%. Every stand is a metaphor for the person's character. Every stand fits the person's character. Stand battles
Like a what?
because of the nature of stands, are some of the most creative and interesting battles of all time that you don't come close to. Like, say for example, we're talking about haki or something. Haki, you use haki, you punch harder, right? You use stands, the power can be something very simple. It's not always, sometimes it's super complicated, but sometimes it can be very simple. But then that doesn't mean the fight is simple. The fights end up going to crazy tactics that, yes, are kind of bullshit and wouldn't make sense in real life. But it makes an interesting fight, like even in the earlier parts. Like when you see Joseph Joestar outclass a 400 IQ gods from prehistoric times, it's fire, it's a great fight. It beats...
Yeah, no, it is the Wamu fight, right?
No, it's just, to be honest, just any Joseph fight from part 2 I would consider pretty good.
I outsmarted, you're outsmarted.
Yeah, exactly. And like it's and then you've got things like Purple Haze. Right? Purple Haze and Fugo, although they kind of got retconned unfortunately, are an amazing mix. Purple Haze is a really great metaphor for Fugo as a character. Fugo's a very interesting character who's unfortunately didn't get that much development on because he just got kicked out.
What's that? I'll just
and like even when the fights go to just punching, which they rarely do, they only usually do it for a finish off that feels like it's been earned. It's fucking fire. Like 7-page Muda, it's fucking great. And
7-page Muda.
Yeah, man, 7-page Muda's great. If you're gonna tell me you did not get hyped up by the 7-page Muda.
I mean, I didn't read it, but I did get hyped up when the Muda came.
Like when you see Giorno just punch Chocolata for like 2 minutes straight, absolutely beat the shit out of him. It's hype, and you've got the amazing fucking soundtrack which fits all of the characters pretty perfectly, and just the style, it just comes together for this perfect bizarre flavor that is JoJo's.
Jeez, you sold JoJo's to everyone.
Of course, and you know what? I'm gonna go even further as well. Even like with the amount of places JoJo's goes, you start off, you've got fucking Victorian martial artists fighting vampires, and you end up with Japanese sailors trying to work out their identity. Like, we've gone down so many weird routes, and it's like, although you're not gonna love every part, I personally kind of do, but
let's go.
You're obviously not gonna love every part. But I would like to think that there might be a part for everyone. Like, you've got everything in there. You've got gang jobs, you've got like horse races, like this is very specific stuff.
I can see it.
And okay, I'm also going into like manga territory here, not just anime. But you know, and again, like Berserk, manga, and I forgot to say this for Gantz. Gantz has really fucking good art as well. But the artwork in later parts of JoJo's, like this guy Araki is so good at art. Fucking Gucci paid him to do fucking shit for them. Like look up JoJo's Gucci campaign. You'll see Jolene over Gucci stores. That's how talented this man is. He did the it's unfortunate the 2020 Olympics didn't happen because he did the Paralympic posters for it.
He did that, yeah. I heard about that. There's nothing much I can add on JoJo's. You basically covered everything.
Okay, let's
I
move.
can go even further. Well, like I said before, like with Gantz and Berserk, Dorohedoro, series like that, I could go on for ages. JoJo's, don't get me started on JoJo's because I'm not stopping.
Right.
Because there's so much to talk about. It's a show that is fun to even talk about, which is what's so amazing about it. Unless if you're talking to one of those idiots that just says Zawaldo a lot.
So,
Let's move on.
yeah, JoJo's, because like every single, because you cover that, like every single part is different. There's a lot of different aspects in there. There's a lot of different stands. types of stands.
I mean, it's got like the
there's
biggest range of fights I've ever seen.
Finish them all.
Yeah, no, that is true. It does have quite a long range of fights.
Like you've got like with the variety, you start off with people punching each other and end up with like
People shooting each other on wheelchairs.
yeah, man, and it's like stands go from ghosts that punch you to like with like just crazy shit. I'm trying to think of a really good example from like maybe one of the later parts that it is like a good stand for me. Like you end up with people that can move their like different body parts along a piece of rope, and that sounds kind of lame, right? But then you see it, and it's like sick. And when they use it in battle, it's crazy with all these strategies and things like that. And then you've got pretty solid themes, and don't even get me started on the characters. You've got what I would consider the best female shonen, one of the best female characters of all time, and that's just one of the 8 protagonists we've got.
Something peculiar over there. Get the hell out of my
Right. Wait, who is that female?
Jolene, man. Jolene is by far, for me, best Shonen Jump protagonist, best Shonen protagonist, and she's certainly kicking the asses of like Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel, who just kind of suck ass as characters.
Yeah, they're very shallow.
Yeah.
That's just how Marvel DC they have quite shallow
I
characters.
could get used to this.
For the for the cinematic universe, definitely. Some of their comics I can see, like some of their comics definitely have deeper meanings and characters. But yeah, the cinematic universe is a cash grab. Some like, come on.
They make good movies, though, I can't lie. Marvel
Yeah, they're
movies,
alright. I personally don't really enjoy them that much because I feel like once you've watched one, you've kind of seen all of them. Like they're all very similar. Usually some kind of important object that's magic or something that's gonna destroy the world. And then there's an evil version of this main hero you have to fight.
Justin's cinematic universe characters are mostly shallow, presenters pushing stereotypes, especially recently.
Yeah, that's fucking spitting straight facts, man. Like maybe if we got a film of like World War Hulk or like the Batman Who Laughs or something like that, sure, cool. But now we're too busy getting another Justice League movie.
Oh, and I think they do that is because they make it more applicable to all ages, some more money, and
That's
you know,
true.
you piss less people off if you keep it generic.
That's true, but then look
That
at
makes
look at
Break a sweat.
Attack on Titan,
Yeah.
or you know, like Jujutsu Kaisen's not got brilliant, it's not amazing writing or characters, but it's certainly better than Marvel movies.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Some Marvel movies are good.
So yeah, do you wanna do your top 4 since you don't have the top 10?
Okay, so let me just give me a second to think, right?
Okay.
So I know what's on my I think you know what's on my
What else
top
can I say?
top anime.
I know. I'm guess. Okay. So I'll take a solid guess at something. So I'm guessing you definitely got One Piece and Vinland Saga.
I'll reveal
Yeah.
I would assume you maybe got Monster on there.
Yeah.
What else? And then maybe like Full Metal Alchemist, or I'm probably Mob Psycho.
I would put Mob Psycho in my top 10. Yeah.
But yeah,
That's going quite admirably.
trying to think what else.
Keep up the pace, shall we? All right.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we get to see what order it is in. Give me a sec to sort it.
I would guess for you, it would probably go Monster, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, and One Piece.
Right, yeah, going up or down?
One Piece top. So yeah, going up.
We'll see. No, One Piece is on top, obviously.
Yeah.
don't know, mine was kind of weird because I never actually decided to make a top 10. I kind of just like, some animes are like really strongly, and some animes, you know, kind of mid, and some, you know, just watch for time pass. mainly seinen series. No, not seinen. I mean isekai series.
No, that's definitely true. I mean, it's like you saw with me. Like, if I compare how I feel about Baki or Dead Man Wonderland to how I feel about JoJo's or Gantz or Berserk, you can definitely see I have a lot more passion for like the top 3 than the other series there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, we're going on about on the chat. I think Nadal asked how long is One Piece in terms of anime.
It's like,
and then I think, yeah, Johnson said like 1,000 chapters. Or like 1,000.
I mean, it's
episodes.
above 1,000 chapters now, and it's definitely above 1,000 episodes, isn't it?
Episodes like on 900 something.
Oh,
It's going to become 1,000
soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
If
yeah,
you want
and-
to, well, One Piece is definitely like, it's hard to get into because there's a lot to read, but or watch. But I'd say for me, just read it because 1, it's quicker, and 2, just once you get into One Piece, it stops going from, oh fuck, there's so much to read, and starts going to, there's not enough to read.
I'll reveal your truth.
Right, okay, so should I go into it? Yeah, no, I did do it down. Anyway, right, Attack on Titan 4. What do you think of that? Attack on Titan, started off quite overrated on my first season. Although I did love the concept, it did start off quite overrated, because it was like it was the most mainstream anime.
I would not say it's the most mainstream until recently. At the time, it was probably the biggest of the season, but you still had like most mainstream anime before recent times was definitely like Dragon Ball and One Piece and Naruto. It, like within the anime community alone, that's probably fair, but outside,
fair enough. Okay,
yeah.
I just put it there because it's like Attack on Titan's good, but there's better stuff.
No, I agree. I agree.
In terms of Attack on Titan, I love Eren's progression as a character. Because, you know, he goes from the usual shonen type character to the seinen character.
He goes from someone that I kind of hated to, like, honestly, one of my favorite characters. Is fucking great.
I never hated Eren. I don't know, he just came off as a normal character.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, like, I didn't hate him. It was a bit annoying, but I certainly wouldn't have said he was like a character I liked, right?
Yeah. The thing with Eren, I like how the community sees Eren. Cause like, if you like look back 2 years, you know how Reiner, we found out Reiner kills a bunch of people and all of that stuff, right? And everyone's just hating on Reiner. But then when Eren does it, everyone starts supporting Eren.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
there's so many memes of that.
I mean, Attack on Titan is the fuck them kids anime, and I love it. I want to see him kill the children. I probably shouldn't say that on video, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't.
It does kill a lot of children. It does kill a lot of children, bruh. Justice said, fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't care if they were brainwashed, yeah, the Marlin, I don't care.
Yeah, no.
Even though, I do like Falco. Falco.
See, I don't hate Falco, but I'm kind of like, bro, you're such a bitch. But like, Falco's just kind of a bitch.
Falco came off more as a Sith.
Because he just doesn't really do anything apart from simp for Gabby, and no one likes Gabby.
Yeah, Gabby, don't get me started.
We all did really well.
Every time, on any platform, yeah, Gabby always gets used. You know that one scene, like Eren Yeager, I'm gonna fuck.
I love that meme.
He walks in with his hand like that, yeah, that scene, and she's literally quiet. She does nothing. She sits
I
there.
love it. It's so funny. But I mean, yeah, I hate Gabby, but I hate her because she's a good character. She's, you know, the fact that so many people fucking despise her is kind of testament to the the quality of the writing.
Yeah. Cause I like how the writer like understands the reader's perspective, and he kind of gears it towards, you know, kind of manipulates us on hating Gabby, sort of.
I mean, I think if anything, he kind of wanted people to have at least some form of sympathy for Gabby, because bad things do happen to Gabby. But obviously, if you compare it to what's happened to Erin, she's had an easy life.
It's not even bad. I mean, no, bad things did happen. But wait, is that Ganesh?
Yes, that is Ganesh, and I just attacked him with Paul.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right. So yeah, bad things did happen to Gabby, and I'm kind of waiting for her to like have a thought, like a realization, sort of. Like, you know, I was brainwashed. Like,
It is hard to get past brainwashing at that level though. Like, she's been basically told to be a Nazi her entire life.
Yeah. You know, it's that kind of scene from, like, no, even more so. You know that kind of scene from Naruto, where so guy now he like starts to break down, and Toby tells him.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, there's not really much more to say on that.
Yeah. It's hard to get past that, but I was kind of hoping that we'd have some kind of progression. But
I mean, we might eventually. But the anime's not finished, and neither of us have read the manga. So.
Oh yeah, apparently the last chapter starts. Well,
apparently, but I also feel like I feel like whatever it did, it was never gonna be good enough for everyone.
Right. Yeah, fair enough. Because like Attack on Titan, a lot of people invested in it.
Let's keep moving ahead, shall we?
Over-expected, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
There's nothing much to say. You kind of covered a lot of points on Attack on Titan. You probably covered everything on my list except like Monster and One Piece.
Well, we've definitely got a few different reasons for why we like things. So
yeah,
I think it's still worth it for you to talk about how you feel about like Vinland Saga.
I think with my reasoning, it's not as deep as yours. I just liked it because like I'm a casual anime watcher. When I watched with Vinland Saga, I thought the fighting was amazing. I thought the animation, you know, at certain times I thought it was really good. Especially that scene where Thorfinn jumps off the boat to fight Thor cow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, that scene, I really like that scene. I don't want to give spoilers. It's kind of hard to talk about something without getting spoilers.
Vinland Saga is a hard series to talk about without spoilers. It's a very spoiler-heavy show.
I liked how the manga didn't change the. You said it didn't change the theme and the rules pattern. Yeah, I get that. It kind of made it stronger in arc.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's a progression.
Yeah, it's progression. Yeah. I like how he progressed from an edgy teenage boy to like, I'm going to repent.
We're gonna make this world better for people instead of just fucking killing people.
Yeah. No, but I can understand why he killed a lot of people, and I like seeing Thorfinn.
Oh no, me too. No, Thorfinn has always been a good character, and it always made sense. It just shows that he's great when characters learn, and it makes sense, and it's not like a public safety message. It's testament to the writing of the show.
What's that?
Yeah.
On to the next.
Pretty much. I mean, there's not much to say about Vinland. I mean, other than spoiling it. I don't want to spoil it. Obviously, I want other people to watch it. Vinland Saga
They don't know we're here.
Characters are great, the story's great, the action's great, animation's great for the anime. The manga has really good drawing.
Manga's
I
got
don't know.
really good artwork. That's true.
Yeah, I don't know what much to say. I mean, he's got a lot of memes in it.
That's true. It's got it does have
Electricity. I know it's weak, but don't get
high meme potential.
It has a lot of memes potential. Yeah, especially Full Kel. Full Kel is
Full Kel's the best boy in Vinland Saga.
yeah. He's that character that just likes fighting for the sake of fighting.
He is
See him fight.
the Speedwagon of Vinland Saga.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we didn't talk about Monster, but yeah, that's second on my list. Monster.
Yeah, I thought it would be. Actually, I thought it might have been below Vinland Saga, to be honest. But yeah.
I know, but I can see why you saw that, but I really like. Oh wait, no, hold up. Nidal said, no, Milad said to Nidal read Metamorphosis, and I said, oh fuck no. And he said he liked it. Should we make a separate episode on this?
If we're doing this, don't recommend some like some Metamorphosis normie trash, man. Gotta get into the darker series. More complex series.
Euphoria, everything was a plot point.
Yeah, Euphoria is a lot deeper than Metamorphosis, although I do love the Metamorphosis JoJo version.
The saddest wank you'll ever have.
I'm quoting that. This is a permanent 2021 quote.
The saddest wank you'll ever have. Alright, anyway, Monster.
Yeah, Monster.
Monster, I love that it's set in post-war. I love how it's accurate in its history. I don't know much about history, but it seemed accurate. No,
yeah, it's pretty fairly accurate.
Yeah, it had a lot of elements of what the war pushed on, you know, like socialism, what happened due to socialism, the dark aspects of socialism. Which a lot of people don't realize, you know, because socialism sounds like a great thing, but it's definitely not.
Let's not start a fucking political war because Monster.
I'm not even, did I jack off? No, I didn't. But I'm just.
What are we talking about? Her Metamorphosis or Monster?
No, about Metamorphosis. Someone said, I said the saddest wank you'll ever have, and then they said you jacked off to it. And then everyone's arguing with the chat, so no. That's it. Yeah, so Monster, I like how it. I mean, I am getting kind of political. Like you have to.
The politics in Monsters is a very big part of the plot. It's like it's like a fusion of being about it's about the Cold War. It's about Nazi Germany.
They had their heads up their asses.
This is German history.
Good stuff, guys. Keep it coming.
Nothing on my radar.
Yeah,
Looks like
it pushed on from World War II. You know, every single type of political structure has its downsides, obviously, and it kind of shows the downsides of socialism and what happens because of it. And it kind of compares it with the West and East Germany, right? You can see the difference between both of them. Kind of goes into that.
What's that?
A bit. I don't know. This main character just happens to be Japanese that goes to Germany. I don't know. I found that really random, but
yeah, I mean,
I didn't mind it.
It is random, but I think it definitely does fit in with the themes in the sense that there's a lot of like Nazis and racism because that's what the political climate was like.
Yeah, because like after World War II, there was still like a lot of neo-Nazis around. Like, well, even neo-Nazis, they were still Nazis. Well, anyway, okay, so like Monster.
Yeah.
Monster, right? Monster had one of the greatest villains in anime. I'm sticking by that call.
That's fair. Although I like
Johan
personally,
needs
I wouldn't say for me I would have him that far up there. He's definitely like a really good version.
I don't know, maybe when I read a lot more series like you read, maybe I wouldn't think so, but right now, definitely, like, I love Johan Lieber, he was a great villain.
Okay.
I mean, it's a villain that has presence when he's not even there half the fucking thing.
Yeah. It's because, I like the mystery behind it, you know how Tema, when you... Shall I give away spoilers? I mean, is there a spoiler? It's kind of hard to talk about this without.
Again, because these silent series are a lot harder to talk about without spoiling actually important things.
Okay, so this is. I know I'm gonna spoil it. It's like the first 2 episodes of the show.
Okay, that's
anime
fair.
or like a few chapters. Basically, Tema leaves his doctor job to chase Johan.
Yeah.
So that is a spoiler. Yeah, and
that's like basically the plot of the entire show.
Yeah,
I wouldn't consider that a spoiler.
that is the plot. The mystery is what drew me into Monster. What happened to Johan? Why did he become the monster that he is? You know, was he born like that? Was he created by?
I mean,
I don't know, like
the entire
people.
story is driven by Johan. It's not driven by Tema.
No, it's not driven by Tema, but like Tema is like not a detective. He's kind of uncovering.
Tenma's a reactionary protagonist.
He's kind of your perspective into the story. He's trying to see what happened. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but
And
also again, he's not like a fucking isekai protagonist.
No, he's not an isekai. I like Tenma though.
Yeah, Tenma's good.
Yeah, what can I say? I definitely don't want to spoil it. Definitely should watch Monster.
Or read it. I read it.
Or read it. Yeah, I mean, reading. I don't know, reading probably better for most people because it's faster. But I didn't.
I've heard that compared to from a lot of people that a lot of like YouTubes and things like that focus on Monster a lot and consider it one of their top series, say the manga's a better version of it to experience than the anime. But you know, it's up to personal taste. From what you say, the anime is pretty decent.
What's that?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
No, the anime is. Yeah, I think the pacing might be different in the anime, but like, yeah, normally the source material is always better.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Monster's better to read. You can watch it if you want. I mean, you have the Monster opening, which I just love. Have you heard the Monster opening?
Yeah, no, I've heard it.
I love the themes in the Monster opening. I love how they try to show off as like a gothic style. What else can I say about Monster? There's a lot of characters in Monster which you would come to love or hate.
That's true. It's definitely got that thing that a lot of seinen have, where you actually feel sad if characters die or something happens to them. They don't even necessarily need to die.
Yeah. What is that? What's the name? That bitch. Tenma's ex-wife.
Tenma's ex. Actually, I do think she is kind of like that, but I thought she was actually a really good character. I quite liked her.
No. She's a great character, but she's a pig. But
Yeah,
no, I think I like the progression. Have you got to that stage? Have you got to that part yet?
I've finished Monster. No,
Oh, you
I
finished
took
Monster,
ages,
then-
but I've finished it.
Yeah. You know that part where she kind of waits for another love, right?
I think his name was like
The bodyguard.
or something. Yeah.
I don't remember his name. He was just the bodyguard. Yeah, and it was like the first time she was actually like kind of being sincere, because like most of the time she's probably acting under her father's order when she was dating Tenma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doctor deserved to die. I don't.
Fuck that. Anyone that like is a dick to Tenma can fucking die. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I love how Monster comes together. You know, that final part where all the main characters get together on that final kind of.
The final like arc, kind of.
Yeah, it's not the arc. Can it be the arc? Maybe.
It's I would consider it like an arc, but it depends on how you consider the structure of a monster. I would say that are arcs, and that is an arc, but it's like different to shonen arcs, right?
Let's get to work.
Yeah. I was just say how they came, final arc, like final town, and they all gathered, different routes. They got there, and it kind of just came together. It kind of clicked.
Well, it's like the effects of Johan leading all of them to them in that.
Yeah. And it was like Johan's master plan. Johan did manipulate most of it, didn't he? Even without meaning to. He was just that good of a character.
Show me your moves.
The artwork's I wouldn't say it's like amazing, but it's definitely not like your basic bitch anime art style either.
I'd say we perform quite admirably.
I've seen snippets of it, and I think the art style's pretty good. I mean, I don't have anything against it. You read the manga, so you know the art style of it. Is it good?
It's not berserk or gangs or but it's pretty good. It's pretty alright. It's definitely like from the style of things, it's a lot fresher than your average isekai anime.
Isekai. I can't lie, every time I've been looking through manga Nella, like the hottest trending like manga and stuff, most of them are fucking isekais.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking at manhwa, I'm looking at actual manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, the author's probably doing for the character brand. Yeah. That's
if you like isekai, like I like Overlord and Konosuba.
Yeah, no, Konosuba's goated.
Hey, shall we?
Yeah.
That's probably going to be in my top 10 if I do make one. But anyway, let's move on to number 1 place, One Piece.
The One Piece Oda Summer.
King of Shonen One Piece.
Yeah, man. No. Not King of Shonen. King of fucking manga, man.
King of manga.
Ready
Right.
for ambush.
Yeah, Oda.
We will break them into
I don't know. What's the show about One Piece? Joey, you know Joey the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said with One Piece, I like how the arcs progressively get better. Like it started off with
That was too easy.
Yeah, it's like with a lot of series that have gone for a long time, the artwork definitely improves.
the artwork. Yeah, I don't know about the art. The animation gets pretty good.
Well, I mean, I know in the anime they do follow the style pretty accurately. Like it's like how Luffy and the gang go from like cartoon caricatures to like what they are now, which is like tough looking fucking pirates.
What's that?
Which kind of fits One Piece as well in the progression.
One Piece. A lot of people don't read it because of how many chapters, how long it is. A lot of people don't watch it because how long it's One Piece. Oda actually thinks a lot about the actual story, and every little thing does mean something. Every
That's why
little
it's
thing.
so long.
Yeah, every little thing which you normally look over usually has its own arc. Like 2 years later.
Yeah, pretty much. But not even like 2 years later, sometimes it's like 10 years later. We've been hearing about like Kaido since the beginning of the fucking show.
Yeah. For Yonko. Oh yeah, no, they did build that up really well. Because it didn't come out of nowhere. Kaido hated him for a reason, Luffy pissed him off for a reason.
Yeah.
The fight scenes are pretty good. I love the Katakuri and Luffy fight scene. That's one of my favorite fight scenes in anime. What else can I say about One Piece? One Piece, the Devil Fruits, definitely very unique. I do like how they're supposed to be pirates, but like the Devil Fruits kind of inhibit them.
Yeah. It's a cool it's like a cool almost power system in the sense that it's like cool, will make you like kind of broken, but like also you can die really fucking easily because you're always in the ocean.
Ready for an ass
Yeah.
kicking?
It kind of gives a good reason why not everyone has a devil fruit.
Yeah.
An easy win,
Um,
don't you think? All right.
I don't know. One Piece is just fucking good.
World building, man. World building is top tier.
World building is great. It's because the world is expanding so much that will never end. That's why I'll be very unhappy. I'll be very sad when it's over. Because, you know, because I've talked to you about this before. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I think One Piece can still go on for another 10 years or something.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it did.
Yeah, but apparently, like, news just came out that Oda has like a final last saga or something like that.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah,
knowing Oda, he's had it planned for decades.
Yeah. Fucking light Yagami. That's everything planned.
For real, man.
Here's hoping the next one's
I don't know what to say other than that. I mean, One Piece, you just gotta watch it. It's one of those shows, big three.
Yeah, it's the best of the big three. I'm not even
Best,
sure
you know,
that's an argument, to be
best,
honest. It
best.
just kind of is.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, objectively, it's the best of the big two.
For me, objectively, and in terms of how much I enjoy it and like it, it is the best of the big three.
Fully. The character's great. I like how Luffy builds up his crew. I like how each one of them has like their own character development arcs involved, and even later arcs, like, you know, Cake Island is kind of Sanji's arc where he met his family. We didn't even know. I didn't even think he had a family. I thought.
But again, these are like things that when they bring it in and you think about things that have been in the plot before, it all kind of comes together and makes sense as this whole like world that is One Piece.
I don't know what else to add. I do like Luffy's progression. I mean, does he even progress? No, he does, but in terms of power.
He kind of maybe progresses like a little bit in maturity and dealing with things. But to be honest, he's not like a character that really needed to progress that much because he always had his ideals.
Yeah,
and
he wasn't a basic shonen protagonist. He always had his ideals. He wasn't.
Just wants
Deku.
to get his dream. No, he's not fucking Deku.
He's not Deku, right? Yeah, he's not one of those shonen protagonists that would do good for the reason he's doing good. You know, he has his own morals. He has his ideals, which he sticks to, and all of that stuff. He knows when to step in for Luffy. I don't know. Can I find any examples of that?
Luffy versus Usopp.
Yes. Yeah, that's very good. That is a very good example.
Like, I mean, like, yeah, that's it. It just goes through. Luffy is just honestly one of the best shonen protagonists. It's kind of hard to explain. You kind of have to experience him.
Performing a fusion.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
It seems that it can get
It's because you know that scene where Luffy has to decide between his being Usopp's best friend and being the captain of the group. You know, he kind of torn apart between those two things, and he obviously does choose being the captain of the group, but then is happy in having Usopp back.
Now, let
us begin. What do you think about Usopp? Because I never really.
I never liked Usopp that much.
I never really liked Usopp until the 2-year time skip. Like, he was kind of a wimp.
Yeah, he's kind of a bitch.
But then again, he kind of represents the normal person at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that not all of the characters in One Piece are like the best swordsman or whatever.
Yeah. Like Nami, she's just a hot and.
That's true, but Nami's also like arguably the most useful in this fact that like people like Zoro, that they just get fucking lost and they never get anywhere.
I can't, like, Zoro's fucking retarded. I don't understand that. This guy can't find his way across the chicken.
It seems that it can get.
Yeah, forget navigating the world. He can't find it. He can't find the toilet in the gym. Google Maps, where's the nearest toilet?
That's true.
Is this the persona?
Remember that part where he's at like Mihawk's mansion, and
Be
then
born anew.
that that negative girl tells him where his swords are, and it takes him like days to find them.
Yeah.
and then he has the audacity to blame the negative girl.
The negative girl's potentially best One Piece girl for me. Not
If
gonna
she had
lie.
more screen time, she would definitely be one of my top waifus. I mean, my favorite waifu from there is Boa Hancock.
Of course,
It's 'cause-
of course.
It's
Snake
not
Queen.
just how Boa Hancock looks, right? She looks fucking, but it's not just how she looks. I love her accent for some reason. The way she talks. I don't know, that really attracts me.
I mean, I've only read the manga, so yeah.
Please, take your
I
time.
understand where you're.
I don't
She's
know,
a
that's
good
weird.
character
Like,
as well.
You wish
yeah,
to
no, she is a
speak to
great
me.
character. A lot of people find it weird, but like, I don't know, I don't know, the way she speaks really,
May luck be on
really
your side.
nice. She's the one character that can pull off a big forehead really well. Like, she actually looks
Better
really
than Sakura.
hot. Better than Sakura. She can pull off that forehead, and that is respect. She has like a 6 head, and she can pull that off.
I'll
That's
just
true.
Yeah, I like
Okay, leave the support to me.
Boa Hancock. Just Boa Hancock. I
She
like
is
her.
the One Piece wifey.
She is the One Piece wife. Yeah, Robin. Sam loves Robin, and I can agree
I like
with that.
Robin.
Rob probably best wife without
everyone
it.
ready?
That's for me. I never considered. I mean, Nami was hot, but I never considered her as wife material.
I mean, generally, like, for me, I don't really care that much about a lot of the female characters because they kind of suck. But I actually do like the female characters in One Piece. They're pretty good.
Yeah, it's because they're written by Oda. That's
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, arguably, the least written character is the most popular, and that's Zoro. Because if you think about it, like, we don't really know a lot about Zoro.
He's just kind of there, chilling,
Yeah,
killing
kinda
people.
He's kind of just there, cool uncle. He's kind of just there, killing, getting stronger, killing people.
That's
I don't
true.
know, element of edginess in
break a
him,
sweat.
and obviously,
I mean, for me, I'm definitely more of I'm a Sanji guy myself. A Sanji
Fair
and
enough.
Trafalgar Law guy myself, but yeah.
I think Trafalgar Law and Zoro work really well in the anime. The way, yeah, it's like a comedy between both, and Trafalgar Law and Zoro can be quite essential. I don't know if you
Actually,
know.
that's another thing about One Piece. It's like one of the few anime that the comedy scenes are actually funny.
Yeah. Is that scene in the anime where, I mean, in the manga, where Zoro is cutting wood
They had their
with
heads
his
up their
sword, and then he loses his way or something, and he gets roomed back there, and then he tries to.
Wait, which arc are we talking here? Is this like
So, you know the massive elephant, that. I think it was called Zo. I can't remember.
I honestly don't remember. One Piece
Yeah,
is
that's-
fucking long.
One Piece is fucking, yeah. Oh yeah, what's your thoughts on the latest stuff? Wano.
Wano arc banks. Just Wano arc banks. It's great,
I like-
great villain, great characters, just great, like, from a plot point. I just like the Wano arc overall.
I love how Wano arc starts. I love how they maintain it. I love how they twist the Wano arc. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I don't know, just in case like the lad suddenly decides to watch One Piece.
He should, because it's fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. A lot of people don't watch it. There's like a barrier entry, you know, of like time and effort in reading this many chapters. What was it?
It's honestly not that hard once you just start doing it.
Yeah, no, that is true. Once you start doing it, I think for me, I can understand why it's hard getting into One Piece. First few
Oh yeah, definitely. I put it off for years.
Yeah, first few arcs are not as interesting as like Alabasta. That's when I think my interest really spikes. I love the Alabasta arc. and everything that
fair.
comes after that. Because like all the arcs have like knock-on effects, and they actually explain that on like fucking
Joker.
Bleach. No?
That's true, that's true.
Because like when it gets to Bleach, yeah, you get the arc. Ichigo becomes OP, and then he goes, and then he has to fight a stronger person.
Yeah,
None of the-
pretty much.
Yeah,
With One Piece, the arcs are generally fairly different a lot of the time, although they have a lot of similar things in them.
yeah, no, like they have the same type of formula, I guess. You know how like Luffy fights the person who loses and then gets stronger, but I like the way they just do it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like how he trains differently. Sometimes, you know, he trains differently. One is like when Rayleigh taught him. I love how Luffy makes up his own moves. It's just stupid but funny.
Yeah, it's true. Like, Luffy's powers are just kind of funny, but you do somehow, like, kind of take them seriously at the same time, which is weird.
You know when Gear 4 banned that. You know, Gear 4 is a massive thing. Just from Gear 3, you know, you're, oh, it's gonna be awesome. And
It
then
just
it's
looks
like,
fucking
yeah,
stupid.
pound the man. And I like the part where I think this Doflamingo asked him, can you stop bouncing? He's like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I'd say we performed quite
Is that, like, yeah, he's just... Luffy's a lot better than, like, most other shonen protagonists.
Be careful.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it has no. Oh yeah, coming to stop. Great villain. He's one of the actually. You're one of the villains of anime that actually pissed me off. I don't know. I just hated Doflamingo, but that's good writing.
Two enemies left.
I didn't hate Doflamingo, especially compared to other villains. But,
No, Doflamingo.
he is a good villain.
Don't you think?
He's
Okay,
fucking
let's
annoying.
keep this up.
Doflamingo pissed me off. So.
Step aside if you don't want to.
I think I need to go back to the arc and actually see why he pissed me off. But there are.
I feel like, because he's got a good backstory, I didn't really hate him that much, because I feel like, I can understand him.
No, I kind of I definitely understood it. It still pissed me off. I like how he was like a fallen. Let's just go into spoilers. Yeah, I don't care.
It's One Piece. It's like fucking now.
They'll probably forget by the time they get there. Anyway, he's a fallen noble, isn't he?
Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
What are they called? The dragon?
The
nobles?
high like dragons or something.
They come off like fucking fairy tale. Yeah, they're dragons. Yeah, no, basically what okay, I'll spoil it for you guys. Anyway, what happens is there's this thing called the World Alliance, right? And World Alliance is made up of many countries long ago, and all the country royals at one point decided to live together at one place,
Hang on a sec. Stop.
and their descendants were called the nobles. And they're really pompous brats. Like, yeah.
Twats.
Yeah, fucking idiot, no. Yeah, basically they are above the law. They are fucking idiots. They do abuse their power
Give them no quarter.
way they see. And I think a lot of the time it pisses them off when you know how the countries elected their own kings and queens after they left. Yeah, especially what was Doflamingo's island again? Dressrosa.
Dressrosa.
Yeah, Dressrosa. Wasn't it mentioned like the Doflamingo's family got really pissed off and they elected the Rico family, right? The Riku
Yeah.
family. I don't remember. But yeah. That happened. That one moment where Luffy punches the.
Oh yeah, you punched
That
the
was-
fucking dragon guy. That's
That
great.
was so hype. Like I was so invested in that scene.
Honestly, I was there punching him with Luffy. What a fucking
Yeah.
chad.
Right. Oh, nice one.
I'm kind of disappointed he didn't do more.
Yeah, true. I'm not gonna, probably like I'm surprised he didn't die, considering like Luffy's kind of like broken at this point. I mean, at least in comparison to these guys that don't do it, not in comparison to like Kaido.
Yeah. Kaido isn't punishable, is he? I guess. It was actually Devil Fruit made him so cool.
Yeah. That's another thing I like about Devil Fruits. Like, some are just kind of broken and some are not. Like, it seems realistic. Not everything is gonna be able to make you super powerful. It's like with stands. Like,
I'm glad we won that one.
you know, there's variation. You're not gonna instantly get something and be the best in the world at it.
Break them into pieces.
A lot of the gag characters. What is it? The clown.
Well, fucking Foxy or whatever. That's probably my least favorite art. Oh
No, the
no, wait,
the
Buggy.
Buggy, the gag character. Buggy. I like how he had basically the same experience as Shanks, but became totally different.
Whereas Shanks became like one of the strongest people on Earth, Buggy just became like a joke.
Yeah, the Buggy became that one guy that Luffy defeated in the beginning, and that's it.
That was almost too easy. I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah, man. I mean, now he's like a fucking warlord or something. But
What's that?
yeah, not because he's meant to be. It's like a joke that he's wrong.
Oh yeah, no, Jack, you know what happened on the chat?
What?
Some random guy came in and posted the link and said click on this when you become rich or something like that. And I typed, maybe don't click on this link. And then someone texts me on Discord DM.
On Discord TM?
What's that?
Yeah, direct message on Discord.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah, I clicked on the link.
Why did you click on the link?
Yeah, and I was like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, at least he said he just led into a website where he paid for followers. He's lucky he didn't finish his computer.
I mean, considering what we titled this, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was just like a link to some hentai or something.
Sure. Hentai. Alright, should we do
We can do a hentai episode if you want.
a hentai episode? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm not sure I want to have that on here, but
I'm
if
not
you
sure
want.
if I want to talk
I wonder what that is.
about
Anyway, I
hentai
think-
for an hour.
The first thing we're probably going to do next is start the fucking Persona 4
What's that?
run if Sam turns up that time.
Why don't we see what that is?
Matt Dawson's hentai, you say?
And now he's invested, he's interested in the hentai.
As long as we keep the advantage. That is out.
Basically, Nadal says, give me permission. I don't know what that means. I think he wants like Discord user permission for the chat.
Okay, so I'm not even like, because I'm like a starter Twitch account. I can't do like anything on it yet. So yeah.
Wait, there's levels to this?
Yeah, there's levels. It's crazy. there's a hierarchy, man.
Fucking capitalist, am I right? And political here as well.
Fucking Nazis.
Fucking
You're mine.
bastards and that.
Oh, Joker and Makoto saying it's over at the same time. Love to see it. Also, I've been like level 69 for like the last hour.
Right.
It's a strong one.
It's kind of fitting.
Mr. Curse.
Love to see it, man.
Joker got his follow-up attack.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think we can probably like end it around here. We've gone through the top 10s. That's what we were planning
Yeah,
to
we're
do.
going through the top and you post yours on your story, right?
Yeah. And then you can just post the rest of them, or you can just do the 4 that you have on there.
I guess I'll probably like I
On to
don't
the
know,
next.
sleep and then I'll post and then I'll think about it in the morning and I'll post like, top
Yeah, man,
5,
gotta
or
think
at least
deep.
the top
This is
top 10 or
important
at least
stuff.
top 5. Yeah, very important stuff. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for it, I can't lie.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think like half the people that watch like anime stuff and look at anime stuff now don't like have watched like 5 anime, so yeah.
I go back to the CBR stuff. How can they put My Hero Academia?
No one agrees with CBR. Everyone thinks CBR is fucking retarded, man.
See it.
No, I still don't understand. How can they put My Hero Academia in for a fucking Mob Psycho?
Honestly.
Wait, did you hear like
Hello, trickster.
Oh wait,
Awaken your new
what
self.
seasonal shows are you watching?
So I'm watching Odds Taxi, Shaman King,
May luck be on your side.
86? Is it? I don't know, I can't remember the number.
Yeah,
And,
it's 86.
SSS Dynazenon. What about you?
I put all of them on my watching list. I haven't watched an episode though. I'm gonna watch them though. Wait, let me see. My watching 86 is on there.
What are you looking for today?
Tokyo Revengers. I'm gonna watch
Are
that.
you sure?
I might
Odd
watch
Taxi.
it, it does look good. Odd Taxi for me is the best this season that I'm watching, at least.
Are you sure?
Shaman King. Yeah, Shaman King's decent.
Are you sure?
Shaman King's
I watched
good.
2 episodes,
Are you sure?
so
Pretty fire.
Come in. Are you sure?
it gives you the old shonen
Come in.
feel.
Are you sure? Come in.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
it is not. Oh, it's like a Shonen Jump,
Are you sure?
almost classic.
Are you sure? Come in.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
remade. And that. I'm watching My Hero Academia season 5.
Imagine.
I'm only watching this so I can diss the people who actually watch My Hero Academia season.
I
Two.
considered it, but I'm not watching another season of My Hero. Like, if you enjoy it, cool, but I can't.
I did not enjoy last season of My Hero Academia.
Yeah, no.
I mean, the first part, you know what, it was possible, but then it just got shit and boring.
Yeah, and the villains are pretty fucking shit. Well, I think even the My Hero fans can admit, like, I mean, I don't know about manga, but the villains kinda suck ass.
We need to talk about the fandoms. Top 10 worst. Is there top 10 worst fandom or like top 3 worst?
No,
fandoms?
because JoJo's will be up there, and I don't want to out myself like
What
that.
should we make?
I mean, JoJo's is up there, but My Hero Academia is
Sure.
worse.
Why not?
Yes, My Hero Academia is worse, because JoJo's is very good, whereas My Hero is, I would definitely not consider comparable.
No, My JoJo fans are just aggressive. That's all it
Very
is.
aggressive.
Yeah. My Hero Academia
pretty
fans
good.
are just, can I see this on stream? Just
Yeah, I don't.
oh, I hope no, I don't want to see this on
Here's
stream.
what I found.
There's just is there another word for this?
Pedophiles.
Let's do it.
Sure, they can be. That wasn't really the word, but yeah.
I mean, I know it's
I'm saying they're really into BL.
Alright.
Shipping Todoroki and like
Oh,
Deku,
we don't
Deku and
get started
Bakugo.
on shippers.
Let's get them before they true self.
I mean,
That'd be good.
Let's make this quick. We're running out of steam now. Let's pull out all
Yeah, they're just really well.
they love their yaoi ships. They really do.
Yeah, let's just say they love. Yeah, they're just really yaoi. That's another word.
I mean,
It's really
I've
yaoi.
got no issue with a yaoi fan, but like when it's about little boys that are trying to be superheroes,
I don't mind yaoi ships, but when they actually make sense.
Also, I kind of just want to keep
Okay.
that kind of stuff like separate from shows I like. Which actually, you know, since I don't really like My Hero Academia, bye. Just don't like tell me about Bakugo and Deku's pure love after he like drop kicks him or something.
And no, that's another thing. Like that's another thing like Bakugo. You know, like how he used to be like a bully, right? He used to bully Deku 24/7. Not 24/7, but he used
We're
to
just
bully
gonna
him
talk
quite a
shit
lot.
about My Hero now.
Sure. I mean, that is that is
No.
what.
If we're gonna talk shit about My Hero properly, Well, I'm doing it. I'm giving an entire stream to that.
Sure, but I just want to say how My Hero Academia, Bakugo was a fucking bully Deku, and bullied him quite a bit, and then they kind of just glossed over that.
Yeah, that's
They don't.
kind of
No,
true.
he was a bully. He did burn Deku's books, but he's good now. At least
Wait,
that's
it's
basically
over?
what they said.
That's why.
Good stuff,
Also,
guys. Keep it
fuck
coming.
Deku.
Yeah, no, fuck Deku. He's the most basic character you can ever come across
What's that?
in anime.
Yeah,
He's just that
that's pretty fair. I just
Bakugo.
he's not even
Bakugo's
like basic in a
textbook
likable way.
He's not likable. Bakugo is textbook edgy kid. Deku's textbook, good kid.
Here I thought they put up a fight.
Todoroki has daddy issues. That's basically what it is, isn't it?
He's just like Zuko, but not as good as Zuko.
No, definitely. It's basically Zuko.
That was over before it
Um,
started. Here we go.
What else? Other people know is what else? Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't even break
Yeah,
a sweat.
that is My Hero.
Okay, let's keep it moving.
Yep.
No shadows detected.
Anyway, what else am I watching? I'm trying to go through Gintama. I'm like episode 16. Yeah.
16. That's like a lot of Gintama.
See it.
No, there's 201 episodes of the first
Oh, in
season.
total?
Not
Yeah,
in
that's
total.
like
Like,
a lot.
first. Yeah, I'm on episode 16. I'm just trying to work my way through it. Don't have a lot of time right now. But yeah, Tokyo Revengers, I'm definitely working that. I know Sam gave me other suggestions. If you guys wanna, who's on the? Okay, so there's 3 people. I'm guessing that's like Nadal and
Yeah, I could get
Justin.
used to
If
this.
you guys ever wanna get into anime like seasonally, maybe Sam recommended me The Mother's Basement. He
I would
does.
say
He does good.
no, Marvel's Basement was good. That's well.
Yeah. He does good seasonal anime reviews, like what to watch. He tells you what's good, what's not.
Let's go.
He's definitely better than the Anime Man.
I think
into that stuff.
Gigak's better than Marvel's Basement for that though.
I don't really watch
I
Giga.
guess it's not a total waste.
He doesn't do
Shame.
that many videos, but he said his his seasonal ones I'd say are better than Marvel's
I
Basement
watched his.
sometimes.
I watched his jobless reincarnation video. I think that was well made.
Give them no quarter.
Oh yeah, Gigak's videos are great. I'd also say, just for anime recommendations in general, most of my favorite series that I've ended up reading or watching are because of a Super Eye Patch Wolf video, so he's definitely very good.
No time to waste.
Super Eye Patch Wolf.
Let's keep going.
Yep. I don't think he's a furry. I'm pretty sure he's not.
Hope
Ready
not.
anytime.
me your true
Say the
self.
word.
This is our chance. Don't waste it.
Oh no, the first thing I go in image Super Eye Patch Wolf, and like the 4th thing that comes up is him saying, "Am I a furry?"
The enemy's no pushover.
That's
We're gonna
funny.
sink this to win. Battle's almost won. Let's finish it.
Anyway, yeah, man. Do you wanna end it up there?
End it
since we're like- yeah.
Sure. Should I take down that post that says, "Oh, I'm streaming now"?
Nah, I don't think anyone will think we're streaming, but like, whatever it is.
Nicely done, kiddos.
Let's go on.
Yeah. Okay. I guess what we'll do here is you can save your streams, right?
Yep.
I guess we'll I don't know, take
Oh,
snippets
put it on
of
the
it,
YouTube
put it on
thing we've got.
YouTube.
Focus.
Are you gonna put the whole stream on YouTube or just snippets of it?
We'll see. I'm not sure I can be asked to get snippets.
I don't know if I have time. I might do some snippings, but yeah. I tried to work out the streaming thing. It just didn't work. I'm gonna have to ask one of you guys to help me out, or I might I'll watch YouTube videos or not, and maybe I can stream on YouTube. But that's we'll see.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much our stream.
We'll probably do fucking Soda Core
Hentai
next time, or
episode
something
next.
else, I don't know. Yeah, hentai, top 10 hentai.
Bible Black #1. I'm looking at you, Justin.
Let's go, Euphoria for the win. Anyway, yeah, that's it. We'll see you boys.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.